Court, members of the Diplomatic Corps, judges, lawyers, academia, ministers of the gospel, students, media, friends, foes, ladies and gentlemen. I am here today to deliver either the eulogistic or the honorific lecture, but to honor this man who I met first. Should I say it, Chachu? I met first in 1974. Let me be a good girl and read what was written, what has been prepared, and not what I want to say about him, even though our delightful Esther is sitting here. In the life of a nation, Your Excellency, gratitude, there comes a time when gratitude virtually becomes obligatory. It is viewed as a moment for grateful pause, for dignified introspection, crafted reflection on the life of a rarity, a mentor, a teacher, a public servant, a politician, and a lawyer. Today is one such occasion. We gather in honor of Mr. Chachu Chikata. It is a moment for Ghana, for legal practitioners, and I see many of you here. Not many are my seniors, my juniors. Eduji, you know it. Don't say the year. But it is for all of us to look at what a life of dedication has meant to say, and to say without equivocation, this mattered. You, Chachu, you mattered. Ghana has produced brilliant lawyers, brave ones too, produced scholars of renown, courtroom advocates of uncommon skill, public servants of genuine consequence. But where brilliance is married to courage, scholarship to service, and professional excellence to unshakable personal integrity, that name is that Chachu Chikata. To speak of him is to speak of a life lived in the pursuit of justice, a career dedicated to the advancement of legal thought, a commitment to public service that has shaped our foundations in Ghana. Came 2001. Following the change of government, Your Excellency, as we know, Chachu Chikata was prosecuted before the fast-track High Court on charges of causing financial loss to the state. He was represented by his classmates from their law faculty days, Professor Eviu Dankwa. A famous challenge put to the constitutionality of that court was put before the Supreme Court. It was upheld by a majority 5-4 decision. This decision was soon overturned after President Kufuor appointed 2 new judges to the Supreme Court. Young lawyers, listen to me. Appointed 2 new judges to the Supreme Court to enable the impaneling by Chief Justice Akwa of an 11-member Supreme Court, which by a new majority 6-5 reversed that earlier decision. We move. Your Excellency, in the meantime, a normal high court before which the case had been taken threw out the charges against him as unconstitutional because the acts took place before the statute under which he was charged was enacted. My Lord, I leave that to you to imagine how this could have been possible. But undeterred, the prosecution at that time reformulated these charges. And after the fast-track High Court had now been declared constitutional by the new majority of the Supreme Court, Chachu was again indicted before it while the trial was going on. The judge in the fast-track High Court, who had adjourned the trial to await the decision of the Supreme Court on the issue of immunity. If you were in Ghana those days and active, you would know that this was a huge news in those days. They were looking at the issue of immunity of the International Finance Corporation. The defense had subpoenaed them as a witness. And the decision was 1 week away, 25th June 2018. He decided to end the trial. He announced a conviction and a sentence. So, on 18th June 2008, Chachu was convicted, sentenced to 5 years in prison. In the absence, his counsel wasn't there. Meanwhile, the counsel had written to notify the court that he had to be out of jurisdiction. And yet, Your Excellency, as you well know, that did not deter him. He filed his appeal, applied for bail. On 6 January 2009, President Kufuor offered a presidential pardon. Chachu Chikata rejected the presidential pardon.
He it was who stood by me as a lawyer when I was on trial from early 2001 until I was finally acquitted in 2016. He was ably supported as junior counsel during most of the High Court trial by a former student, Roland Agbanuto, of blessed memory, who had a distinguished career as a lawyer in the military and in private practice. In an interview for a UAC scholarship on 22nd December 1959, I was asked what I wanted to be in future. I boldly announced without hesitation that I was going to be a lawyer and subsequently a judge. Of course, with parents who ignited in us their children from a young age the zeal for reading books in the quest for knowledge, and who spared no effort and resource towards our education, ambitions like that should not surprise. My siblings and I were blessed with such parents. The expression unanimous FC became the name of our Supreme Court. The challenge to the declaration of results formally announced on 8 June 2020 by the chairperson of the Electoral Commission required a fair and just adjudication. It was not in dispute that the figures of the outcome of the election that were announced by the chairperson of the Electoral Commission were corrected in a press release by the public relations officer of the Electoral Commission. Subsequently, the figures that were presented in response to the petition by the Electoral Commission were also different from what the chairperson had announced. The constitutionally designated returning officer, the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, even though she had deposed to an affidavit verifying the answer of the Electoral Commission and was supposed to testify, did not testify to present the authoritative final figures, much less explain the ever-changing figures from the Commission. To this day, therefore, the country has no definitive accounting for the 2020 presidential election. In the face of evidence of a failure even to be in attendance at the process in the collation center at the EC head office, the declaration of results that she made was even more problematic. Unanimous FC was the verdict of the people on the proceedings in the Supreme Court, which shielded the returning officer from accounting to the people of Ghana. The negative reaction of ordinary people to the appearance of judges to participate in the swearing-in of the new president on 7 January 2025 was an unfortunate reflection of the people's attitude to the unanimous FC. Let me recall, sadly again, that in December 2020, the people of the Central Kofi, Akwafu, Likpe, and Lolobi South traditional areas, by an announcement on the evening of 6 December 2020, were prevented from voting in the Hohwe constituency they had previously voted in under a valid constitutional instrument. Yet a winner was declared of the election in that constituency, and he served in parliament in a period when the citizens of Ghana in the South traditional areas had no representation in Parliament. That was an undermining of the very fabric of the Republic of Ghana, in addition to being a violation of the fundamental human right to vote of those disenfranchised citizens. Professor Margaret Kweku and other petitioners first sought from the High Court in Ho remedies for the human rights violation. The High Court in Ho granted an interim order of interlocutory injunction. The then Attorney General ran to the Supreme Court and had the court pronounce that since one of the remedies being sought was the invalidation of the results of a parliamentary election, the procedure of an election petition in the High Court was the only procedure to be used to bring the matter to court. The Supreme Court cited some of its earlier decisions in cases involving J.H. Mensah and Baba Jamal, among others. The interim order of interlocutory injunction lapsed. The petitioners then filed an election petition and went through a process of trial, where again, the Electoral Commission chose not to testify to explain their conduct. In July 2024, the High Court decided that it did not have jurisdiction over the matter. Following an appeal, the Court of Appeal recently quashed the decision of the High Court, but now stated a case for the determination of the Supreme Court. Judicial remedy for the disenfranchisement in December 2020 of Ghanaians in the South traditional areas is still pending. It cannot be said that the subsequent creation of a Guan district and a Guan constituency are sufficient to remedy the injustice to the people of South. For one thing, the mere denomination of a district and a constituency does not provide the development resources that are the legitimate aspiration of the people. For the period they lacked representation in Parliament and a share of the resources that could have been available through a member of Parliament, I dare say they are owed reparation. The historic injustice of the declaration by the EC of the election of a member of Parliament for a constituency to which they belong but were denied a vote in awaits judicial resolution. Please remember that the EC itself has admitted that it would have been illegal to have asked the voters in those areas to vote in the Boem constituency in December 2020. Yet, that is what the constitutional instrument which the EC has claimed in its defense to the election petition to be the applicable instrument. That is what that instrument would have required.
Me more TBSYZ. We are also live on Power 97.9 FM. Inside Politics, you did a brasso. Na yeba ufi, yeba ukem, yeba wajumem sabri. And sama wudwa echegu ewo maingana ha. Ani yabomodi esi nkunya na yeni nyina babwe susu ho nti dwumade e woka ho bi ani yenyine di abom ti ko Facebook a yen platforms no ho at Power 979 FM ana TVSYZ na wabomodi agebra hwebi na wadwen kire nyina no wo de ato ho wo merepem ye begebre ni akenkan de ama ukopiem o YouTube ya XYZ broadcasting e ho nso ubetimi agebra hwebi na ho nso de wadwen kire ato ho wo breko adwumade eguso a ekose na afi nsema hodo a etwegu wo manmu se beye na obenya ho ntiase nti ya bibia ne apempanifo a sensemi wo makwadari ma na wo mutiase no mo de mu nchiri mu ese ne fata ababesom yen ewo dwumade yi so tefi sabre yen konkopem 6 pm bebo kai na hye no se wo kan ho na yen nyina ya chechire wo man Ghana ne yemu ne papem na ahoto ne anije bebem yen nyina ya tese mfa so ukwa MCA Mr. of Jampo ni director ho Mr. Peter Cranton oho aye Imano Neti Abbas womo na hihye TV no so na ye kama afi Francis any willing the cameras and echi and ne studio ha Lizzie ne makeup no na fame enim atoso ntimi betnasia and semino ebase ya near the go me ankasa me jebredi jumedi ho chiame Miridi enke Obrempong, the grassroots president Okwapeman Kania, sa metenasi biya se pe me se kai se ye nokre ye pepepe yo ye dia ebetimi abade aba wo man Ghana enu nti ana biribia ye de sa djumedi eba wakwem se ye nyimfemum Nyankopon nhyira me mpreda sa biribia wo gibre se ye ni sa djumedi mfemum frobi no mfrobi chene se inside politics time atu enke Obrempong atena se ye ba ni aba besumo man Ghana e woni yediem and then some of those ha the University of Professional Studies UPS law school no wo mabomodin abo lawyer Chachu Chikata na baso e woni djumedi a wadi sonko kra se lawyer ni wachire mra na constitution kra Ghana ye use 1992 wanu ni nim de ka ho yie pa o man guso ede bo ne bra ye bedi hu nkomone ana fe the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana Justice Paul Bafuboni officially will launch 150 years of the Judiciary and as a Supreme Court ye bedi anu hu nkomo Ekwo Vincent Asifwaye honorable member edema the people of Old Tafo why press conference and some ben wakeka wom twen ye ba sesi a ye ba sensem ye ba bebiem Bishia Safe na do ofini na to High TVSYZ yesanso live on Power 97.9 FM inside politics jumedi ni Jibre na yenyina yendi o man ho komo yenyina yemfa nhyehyeye a ebetimi aboa na o man yafa ne ntema pa bi efra na wo man yedie a yenyina yepe no embre musa pepepe mididi enke Obrempong biti jumedi eso ejina madichiame e de ama Mugabe Mase the capacity man commander of the angels commander baby enne ewie wo Nyankopon enhyirawa mempreda yesha yenkomo na sene yebesha CF the University of Professional Studies UPSC no ewo enkrahaya law school ewo ho ana o mabomodin the lifetime achievement award ediama lawyer Chachu Chikata a renowned lawyer and experience yeka emra ewo man Ghana ha yeyi nipa bako yebetimaka se Ghana mrakra yo no a Chachu Chikata metimi aka ne sa wo ne bra wabo wo ade a wachire nipa hodo lawyers ahodo a watiti wo man mu ni nim dia o sua imra no wo sua ne lo wo nyan ni nyina no wo de asom sabre the University of Professional Studies no wo mo akra ha no wo mama no sa lifetime achievement award no abona baso akire ne se nia waye kwanya wafa so de nim de ne na adwene aboa wo mremu ye Ghana ye constitution mu nyina no basobode kese a wo mode ma no na Ghana's vice president Professor Jane Nana Opoku Ajuma ekopie wo djumedie na se na djumedie na se na fe wo eka se Obra Chachu Chikata waya de yie pa waboa wo de na adwene wo de nim de akyekyere mo men ye kana mrasem a agina pintin yenhwe Professor Jane Nana Opoku Ajuma wo bra wo kasa djumedie na semra ne ento aso.
Mr. Chachu Chikata's journey and career has been defined by these three things: scholarship, advocacy, public service. More than that, his career reflects a particular understanding of the law, not only as a profession, but also as a discipline that demands rigor, independence, and judgment. To the students here, therefore, the lessons are straightforward. The law requires discipline. It requires courage. And it requires a sense of purpose. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Ghana's constitutional project is ongoing. our institutions continue to evolve, and their direction depends in no small part on the quality of the minds who engage with them. In honoring Mr. Chikata, we recognize a body of work that has contributed to that process, and we reaffirm the importance of maintaining high standards in the practice of law. I extend my warmest congratulations to you, Mr. Chikata, on this well-deserved recognition. Congratulations.
The Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Professor J. Nana Opoku-Agyeman, and this is Semituja, wote brofwa kese abasobon sem kranchan sem ana Vice President Ekikachi Ura Chachu Chikata na osefata because Ghana mrade se what was the say yes be you Ura Chachu Chikata fima enye wa yese kokromuti a yen sign homopo e o Ghana mrem wa no mra wadi mra wa so mra ye kan mrade a obekata na ni sei but obedi asem won say Chachu Chikata no wakasa no na wadi asem enti no nyankopon enhia no sa basobodi a wanyan nyankopon enhia no mehunu say na nani age wo program na se kwan kra no fa so ehese esefata no kra ma na bro so ebi say wa bon hu modin ye e de ama wo man Ghana ye to adwumadi ni so de ama the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana Justice Paul Bafuboni officially will launch the 150th anniversary of the Supreme Court of Ghana. Ewo enkran ha na no wo frese sabedie womo ehwe kwan ya womo be fa so na womo bu aten intentem woni papam wode yesade na fatam na team a eda sa adwumadi nso eye honoring the past, celebrating the present, and defining the future. Now, since we ekwaso won kranheya wobra the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana, Justice Paul Bafuboni, launched the 150th anniversary of the Supreme Court. Yan hwene mra bra no woka sensemi the entire medina sir.
Today, we launch the celebration of Supreme Court of Ghana at 150 under the theme, quotes, honoring the past, celebrating the present, and defining the future, end quote. This anniversary is more than a milestone. It is a moment for honest reflection, quiet gratitude, and bold hope. 150 years is remarkable, but history will not judge us by how long the court has existed. It will judge us by what we did with the moment entrusted to us, whether we merely celebrated the past or whether we had a call to define a brighter future. This anniversary, therefore, must be remembered as a commitment to faster justice, to accessible justice, to transparent justice, and to a judiciary worthy of the enduring trust of the Ghanaian people. Let us first honor the past with the respect it richly deserves. From the early courts in Cape Coast, where the foundations of our legal tradition were laid, sometimes making difficult choices, yet leaving behind a legacy of integrity that still lights our path. We remember the pioneering judges who built this institution brick by brick, literally and figuratively. We remember the first Ghanaian voices that rose in our courtrooms, helping shape a young nation into a constitutional democracy. Their footprints live on in every judgment that has protected rights, resolved disputes, and upheld the dignity of the ordinary citizen.
Justice Paul Bafuboni, the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana, Papa Debbie Amekan, from last year, His Excellency the President, that time, no, the former Chief Justice, the get to talk to me, now send me feel so. Now, Justice Paul Bafuboni be acting as Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana. Copy Mra 2 million Eshen in Sase Wano, and the substantive Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana. No. Masemo amaka fa no ho ensisan na meko so aka because so a track record and someone Justice Paul Bafuboni Edin will chrome her from High Court, Appeals Court, Supreme Court, any kwanya wafa so abone bra was sefata I wasn't gasa position we crank demanded that. Now me was send back upedika some few years ago. Now nipa bi ewo a court case one of the courts membodin. That was the very day Obrempong me shame some few years ago. Now a seminal one of the courts. Na me nipa no si yenkonkoja no. Now before I eba be about 2 or 3 days and sana day babe so a wo kwakoji judgment no. Na wa ba be ka kire me say ye court for judgment no a seminal say ni na beye. Court na judges atina woman sem so judges be 5 atina so na womu di asem a na ya asem a edupa no before they are na ye be kwakoji judgment no na nipa ni nim judgment no nim asem a court wa ye be ka che no judges ni be read di a che no me ye me hye me papa how did this person know? It is Justice Paul Bafuboni, Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana. Let's show. Say you are the Chief Justice. Wuna Ghana, just embracing the Americans ababeko to wase. Say ban court and court in somewhere. Masro. Say pepe your nyejuma ye court or make I say the year 2024 before ansana Ghana ebe to abano. There is this research portal bia obeye research or mine about yen judiciary. Ori na ka chere say wo mo research a wo ma ye no e pa chere say Ghana ha yen nyina 36% pe ana 22 as at 2024 na ye wo judiciary num. That is fail. Say Ghana ye tina na yen nyina 33 million ye mu 36% pe ana wo judiciary num a national security threat in 2024. Before I said the Yaba Betuaba, now they say 64% of the Ghanaians in the so Wamunya Samoa Wamuko and no so Mubeko court. Wamuko no na and no Negina Den Suntia. Wabakaya Albert Kandapa, the former National Security Minister. Wabekasai would not podium Kasachre, Ghana ni Yasi in our Sababi. Why MPP ni now by MPP Naneti power. Nemo se washa ekwanya MPP efa so di nsam court no mu wini no e pose as national security threat ehu enti womun hwe mo niema yie na se asem no ye se ewura court wa under the MPP asem ye se ewura court wa na Ghana fo nyina hu ba bi asem no be kwa kokko enti be ti unanimous FC unanimous 5 unanimous say assembly so people were able to easily predict the outcome of court cases under the MPP because of precedents be no mass set to for all the years MPP baby abemo. I know say under the leadership of the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana, Justice Paul Bafuboni, Ghanaians are not going to experience some of these things and ye mubi ye NGDA free court to the sense na ye nya semwa ye be prefer say we will handle the issue ourselves. We won't go to court because say ye kwa ye dim say nya de ebedi nkunim even if we were having the hardest evidence to show. Am I NGDA say am I need a sort of from and idea back where woman say the moment the judiciary be losing the credibility of minor is at risk, danger. Just imagine say uncle minor court imagine and when my be a bekoswa adi what the bull enemy dear sana fata adema and most of the courts, one more judgment you hear, maybe a 7 BBC or Chief Justice, they don't follow up. Minimum and Menoka say, penny in the document, may say, yes. Opani Joseph Lai. What in the document? Abrem Semishim. Court a manu ruling wawini judgment a wawini. Nanso Sabre and Crawford still acting wo wobrekwa okuta sa judgment no. That very case Papa ikuta wawini no. That time na justice for Bafuboni. Now we chief justice. But now we a judge. So some no na preside was so. Documents no wa my some the beba babechro. Because Papa ni tifia wo di ya wa wo so say aden na court. Aden ana court no abua asem ede amanuo. Aden na court say what the asem aba wadi nkunim. Nanso sabre de enipa woni omo ba court no still one more tete no justice for Bafubon you presided on this case and gave out the judgment. Enti mumia mranu mumia munya ne de ma emranu nsuro bi ma nsuro pani da bia meka se abrochire a yakwa na obi apese okobi obi apese okotena ho no anya de bi ewu bi but wo mra no enim pani ni makola emranu ni minister emranu ni MP emranu ni MC abrochire mra no enim president enim obia se wunya fumu a wafum se wufum mra no se wafum na ni a wafum emra no de yesi se yede be yaw enti obi esuro se obaye bone abafo me stop bon wo ma dwene nya kra se yen but ya cut was say who drive here man no mun say to a certain way and drive here or to say traffic light are so red that men twem ko twem abrochire na ko twa traffic light mu na open tem say unkuta moto say unkuta car ko twem say uye minister uye president twem ko with a section of say be a special convoy president need special convoy be ko be announce say you can't try it there enti monyire mranu mu obi timi ni obi nya asem chief justice no waka kire ni say na wo weska ade we mi ana mafom but ye kokota mawini den na ni gina so den na asu gina so I wonim so no nkasa from the beginning on why bone no but okuteska enti obenya obi na dwini woye lawyer no ye jaja na dwini dine sika nko aso no wakwa je sika no wagu atantia minim bebre sakesisi mi wo bebre but anya na mi ba bebu wodi judges be kutamo judgment if you some of the case come and try but Oma make a pronouncement case ni court wo one try but one make a pronouncement ma one more je sa we no e de na ma wo mu di boni wo kromu a enti judicial system no that is our biggest respect me mama ni so many da so ni bi just so bi ye made na enya me da e ye court be na betime di ama me sajidie na wose nsi wo pampim abiribia na mu hyem kena mo yire mranum so big nya judgment free Supreme Court High Court Appeals Court na mo dia mano no akokọ tena fie na enkrofo wanya tie omo no endi sansam no so no mu busu a den na wose court san ye bio ni ba bebre ti fie kuta judgment but ade ayamo mo judgment o ma wi wo so no they can't even have access to them. Chief Justice Paul Bafuboni. Me enke Obrempong me say gidia me wo mu no. Me sia woda dabi. But makai wo honsam bebre. Makai wo honsam bebre. Enti ye wo gidia wo mu. Yire court ni nyina mu from Supreme, Appeals, High Court, Circuit Court, Magistrate Court, babi biara ma woni nko. Na bad judges are who say wo mu betimi adi asem yiye. Na yafo bre na japade akuta no but then say woni skanti no obi akoko tina so wo de beko police station ya de kobra fafa ekodu court a ebi wo me makwaje obi date e wo court bi da e de amano case na tell by 5 years yamfre wo matema to atwene because other party no enemy say obelusu sika won nsam asem we mama nto aso kura ni bio no matter omo de bua to so me ana me kwai na me say asomasi ya me papa na asem we wa ha ye di case start bibia komom omo be ye pia ampa enie ana na mo mfrei mo ma ye date enye ntokwa na mum awose ye di case no ansa na me gi date ni dia ko no ma se asase atwa case ni di so enti Chief Justice Paul Bafoboni enim sansa na obedi wadwuma wie obeye wadwuma wie se Chief Justice no na oman judiciary no na ni onyam a asenya fakuta no enya de keto akra enti yedase yefesuo na fe yento adwumadi no so the member of parliament adama the people the good people of Old Tafo Vincent Ekwasefua were making wild allegations li was sabre a worker say Womu ama the former chief executive officer of the National Pensions Regulatory Authority Kofi Anoche 4 million Ghana cedis for consultation for consultancy. Sabre die womu wuru say sadie no your friends a corruption ni bia no. And again the management of the NPRA National Pensions Regulatory Authority for no woman sign say woman use 700 million Ghana cedis crowd for loans loan facility phase 2 bi ewo adwumanum sabre the woman minority woman catch your friend is saying the finance ministry say one share ana say sika ni nyame nyina wani huduma fa ma wom kwapenta ma ombe yenhwemu asi ase yi yentie Eko Vincent Asefua member of parliament and the good people of Old Tafo from better adwumadi.
There are also concerns regarding internal administrative decisions, including rapid promotions and appointments. Reports indicate the appointment of a personal aide, reportedly a veterinary doctor, who has been elevated to the position of assistant manager. A further governance issue requiring urgent scrutiny relates to the creation of a new directorate for micro pensions under the administration of Mr. Chris Bodi-Mensah. We are informed that this new directorate has been established with the appointment of one Mr. Daganu as director, a position reportedly carrying an estimated monthly salary burden approximately 100,000 Ghana cedis to the pension contributor. Despite the establishment of a fully fledged directorate for micro pensions, Mr. Chris Bodi-Mensah is also reported to have appointed the former CEO, the former Chief Executive Officer of the NPRA, Kofi Anoche, who served during the first administration of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, as a consultant on micro pensions at a reported cost of 4 million Ghana cedis. That is the duplication of cost to the ordinary pensioner. A particularly disturbing issue has emerged. We are informed that Mr. Bodi-Mensah doubled his salary immediately upon assumption of office in February 2025. Without a board approval, the first phase of the NPRA headquarters, a state-of-the-art facility along the N1 highway, also known as the George W. Bush Highway, was financed through IGF, derived from the approximately 0.33% of the 2.5% pension administration fees. That gradual and prudent financing model was pursued over time, yet the facility remains uncommissioned to this day. Some 3-4 years ago, the NPRA committed a lot of money in building the first phase of the headquarters of the NPRA. And today, if you move along the N1 highway, that facility is there, uncommissioned, unused. We have a certain NPRA CEO who has also taken pensioners' money, about 700 million Ghana cedis, to go and expand that headquarters. A headquarters that you have not even used. A headquarters that you have not even commissioned. Your spending appetite tells you that you should go and expand it at a cost of 700 million Ghana cedis. Now the problem is that if that money is given to fund managers to manage, the interest that will accrue to pensioners will be about 20%. He is paying less than 7 or 8%. Why is Mr. Chris Bodi-Mensah pursuing a phase 2 facility when phase 1 remains uncommissioned? What is the urgency? What is the necessity? And why should retirement savings be drawn into such a large-scale infrastructure expansion at this point?
Echo Vincent Asifwa, a member of parliament for the good people of Old Tafo. Anna Hun say Wakasa, and if MPRA, one more a year former chief executive officer Bia, or say a year one more Akotia 4 million Ghana cedis, their man for just consultancy. Afi woman senior yibeye 700 million so among loan facility bi o MPRA anyway me pese me hunu obinsa said the hunu me dey the asemu a Echo Vincent Asifo aka ne de ogidi no ma ne nsasema me hwe the wono wakukudru a obetimi de age Echo Vincent Asifo the member of parliament for the good people of Otafo ne nsem ya waka de ogidi no o ma ne nsasona me hwe de ntina me bisa saa. And this year, by betina munu, betina benya so from last year. We can about 3 word allegations na Echo Vincent Asifo only prove back okra what they backing on. Only evidence one say. Echo Vincent Asifo they backing on. Mubakaya, wabana Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Wo to kwai na wako Japan any I think other country according to Juma. Echo Vincent Asifo to me a brilliant price per hour private jet and I Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama warranty. Why your calculation between the Facebook page na President Mama wafa private jets every 1 hour otua be $17,000 or bo minika bapimone. I am challenging Echo Vincent Asifo. Say one for flight ni di mra metudwa ani sika no a Excellency the President etua in November. Asemu a wo kan Ghana ni bia wo nimu wana Ghana ni bia wo di amanya semeti odi politics echi Echo Vincent Asifo on for wasemu nyahwe o on fa nyahwe because owuru say the 1942 1950 1960 1980 1970 politics na no na ogusu na woye no anka wo ka say ukuta document ukuta correct document a wo dey kire say okay payment kwa ye tuema Kofi Anoche oye the former chief executive officer for MPRA no enie me Echo Vincent Asifo ekura me enie when na me gina so aka kire mo say sika we ye tua de ma Kofi Anoche oye former CEO anima MPRA enti ne enye ye ni wo nkomo no ukuta empty seat a watchotro so say ya ana wo de be gina Ghana fo nyina nim say asem a wo Echo Vincent Asifo a ye nim say wo usuni uban no is to just make word allegations without any hardcore evidence. Sa wo ka say ya wakan sa wo press conference ya waye enka Obrempong metimi atena ha kan bi metimi atena na ma bom tirim se de wa bom tirim abekeka sensemi na wo document abedi mi wo ma me mere kakra bi we will treat you wo documents wo me ho enti ukuta documents papa dia na wa ba be kan okay say 4 million akodu Kofi Anoche wo enti yanye say sika ni se Kofi Anoche wo but you that people know and even coming from an MPP member say we MPP ni na mo beti no opposition Ghana fo hunu said the modem abrabo ye and some would do a mo kika enye no kra say MPP fo na sebedwam fo enye obi akeke o yakasa wo ye mmra sebedwani a what is our position as here a woman a price of a bag of cocoa our world markets na woman timi atina basi mu konkurase kotwantro eche cocoa kuani say President John Dramani Mahama anode ne pe ati wo mo price so wo breku a world market price no se wo bisa ne say world market price no per bag yeto ne sen bisano akuafo nyina by this time MPP for ewura mafia ma enwa na me hwa video bi en mame no mewi ahoma no ha na mampani yaka mampani agana nyina senase the fair gentleman of the land na wo hwa ekwanya MPP for afaso na womu ko bu koko asia no mama ho kwan se ye time wachi monko ka asem bia efiri manum na mofa nkyere mampani Nyankopon fa nkyem da ambi before nyame fa nkyem o na mo time wo moto koko one bag 10,000 Ghana cedis no na mo makua ni kura sen ambi before na koko one bag no world market ekodu 10,000 like Ghana scam almost 100 million odd Ghana cedis 10,000 Ghana cedis na MPP for Emma koko kuani no one bag bia 3,100 ewo kromo ha time wa kuani hu hwamia time na MPP for 3,100 no na koko bag no different winsem no wo kwakoton wa wo egaman so no oton ba ku bia 100 million enti koko bag ba ku bia na MPP different wo ho no ono nko anya almost 7,000 by 70 million old Ghana cedis ewo ho no amount 3,130 million. Eti na abani for 70%. Na wo kuani na wado koko. Na wabre, na wasu. Na ahumati sori ye koko ye bua ye hata ye yi atohuo ewo mu ni nyina no wabre 3,000 no for 7,000 no wadi. Sa time no ana mampani John Dramani mama ni endi saban se dabi. Ayesisi no sika munya wo your friend saying gaman so one bag ho no koko bag bottle back no 100 million dia anya mumma koko kari ni be 60 million bi kurai mumma no ba 6,000 na nka buy na for 4,000 MPP for miada one man tie da ana ndi sabasa so wono ana wo aban mu a anko wo be yes ade no dia ma your friend say koko akuafo wo bedu ye koko price we gaman so baby ayaji ye koko na ye koton no atie ba from MPP time ekoya kodu almost $11,000 per ton 16 bags world market now NDC ba so wo bra no mo ma sese koko akuafo aya 2,587 per bag no na 1 ton na MPP for nya 11,000 one time per ton no NDC time abedu 4,200. Me no ka say kura no world market cocoa price ni gusu a samba from. And asa now the current money per bag abai ediama cocoa akuafo no the government is losing outright. Abani nya hwimfi ho. And then I call every country to say Cote d'Ivoire. One one bag of cocoa around 1,200 to 1,400 no. And 2,500. Then so His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say world market price no time on 2,587 no na ne boy 2,887 oye koko mi atiem ye na me hu sa videos na makoma ye me ya enya ye beka wa o enya abaya oteso sanya ye beka now sika wo je no koko akuafo edi almost 100% of the total price of a bag of cocoa in world market. Me no can say. Abani nyahe was here betem fertilizer MPP time one more time. Cocoa scholarship one twem aben so sa dey brew back. And woman are not done pray. Woman MPP for esa lie. No ma ba wo koko ase na wa bia wo 32 yegu anim ene wa no na wa didi mampani atem wa breku asam no wonti ase anwie wo de no mema ho so wo ma MPP for eba wo ho wo ye koko kuani na asam wo ekoso no nya nti ase ye na MPP for no don plan na wa share space round ade anim na obi a oba be bone no se yari twenwo nyami tu sube no je ono ye say obetwa ntro de agu nyami din so another brand MPP for wo ma ja ho no ma ba okoko ase abaina ti okoko sika wo de ama ni nia kra mo de akoto plane na akuafo ebu afu no mkuta microphone ni wo mu didi mampani atem ebinim sai o mo ye ebinim kasa wo mo ka mikuta fo me hwe ne mani atete nisio. These are the people who are doing say BBI was say politics. I na wo say yenye na NDC aban no ekwan bia so ne honye tan ne honfro Ghana for say de be ya ye be ba beji oman no ne yakoso be wia oman no say de ye bi before ye pe ye ka no kura ne kire mu anoma fafo na mo fra ye maame ka kire oba no obo ye kire do me say mo ya de pe bia mo fa ho nkrata amra me abi before me ka ma mo wo 8 years amubu wo man Ghana no bibi pa bia mo ye wo Ghana ha no abi before mo ntro no nyina amra me na me nkan for the first time mo time pen no matimi agege mo mmerewa ne nkokoro wasika ama bia fa ahometia wu wo krom ha mmerewa ne nkokoro ya ka no kora ne kire mu a na mo ye course medical ka kire mo frere de mo betimi afre but enke Obrempong okwa provide this year enya dia said ya me adwuma mesesa ne da ane ka me jaya adwuma ne ye me ka kire mo se me ba besesa no na me nka no kora no na me nka no kora ne nkire Ghana fo wo amemu boni ya bibifo mo bebu ye na mo koko nkurase no mo ka kire wo me se mo na mo ton koko 1 bag 100 million na mo man ayi koko akra 30 million na mo ka kire wo wonya na wo bia fa microphone wo no obo president di obo to ase wo mahama yankopon fa mo boni nchemo because mo bebre wo amunim na mom aye MPP fo adawroma anadom prene ne nkofo adawroma ana mo betum futu agumani ana mu ya na fe mo be kaseti amampani esa branch ya wo ye mahama wo de yenkai on why celebrity on TikTok say mahama wo de yenka kaka wo kan edi na kasa de nsira nam mahama edi nsira eno kaka branch ne kan ye no kwaya TikTok say why celebrity wo se kokoro no kra anya kra ho nkodo everybody move kokoro kra anya nkodo bi say won na mo ACCC ni so na wo didi beta no fili because my dream dem trimu a abribia yensan o man no Ukraine ne Russia your friend is saying Iran US ni Israel to go share say ukwa TikTok na fuel prices ni share say adjustment ebem na akoso we say MPP for the price na to na wo mo sa na me say ha o man we ye wo kwantwa o especially wo bra ye wo amanyo ko bi ti say MPP wo ko we mu ye wo kwantwa papa so for us MPP wo ho o man no wo kwantwa because da bia meka no kra na kire say adwene ne sese ya ebeboa ma o man ya tumpon MPP fo ni bi matime gina 8 years no so wo mun nsem o mo ya me be justify asema America kire wi na say ya omo National Communications Officer Richard Anyagba was said na President Mahama ko ye kwan na tomato ho asema ba onkoka mo betina o mansu 8 years Richard Anyagba yifa na mudia tomatoes ni ankokwa ti bi mira na fe Mahama ntwa so no onye ne kwan yifa abi bi mbatira konya so na Burkina no na adwadifo na omo nko ana na mo ba bia na mudia tomatoes na NDC ba o magunu ana we are Ghana ni na o manyi da wakoma so we are Ghana ni na wo po manyi ye we are Ghana ni na wonim se wo kura ni wutu kwan kura wo beba abiri bia wo beti se asem okoso no na ntobu ase na hwehwem ye men tumi kan kodi mampani atem entumi kan kodi pani bi atem se wo na wonti ase a twitwa woni ubehunu wo bia sabi we want to say what semimu ne bisa se mewura asem sei na matie ne no kura da hin no nkyerɛw na wo kasa wo bedi ya bibi vuachi ewo oyewa omodinam omo members of parliament aka 84 say 85 wo maka kitikiti wo mra se bedwemu a se sei ya de omo ya bibi a enye yie na omo de oya onam se kwambia so wo mu betum futuro de agugana fo ani se de be ya NDC aban ewo be ye tan no matimi ato abati wo mo no wo ye Ghana ni na omanyi da wakoma so wo ye Ghana ni na omanyi mpuntuo omanyi nkankro he de big push here kana sinya to kwa MPP for solid digina big push so and so I'm to Kromwa 8 years, then over the year. And I go to Kumasi, Ashanti region. His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama had just about 2 years or 2.5 years at the CKJTR phase 1. I will Kumasi. KJTR phase 2 near Kaino. Now, the doctor could find the MPP are buying. A woman yet a baby MPP bedi idea will come on. I Ashanti region at the moment. A baby MPP Bafro Benya. From President Kufuor time, and President Kufuor time, and Ashanti region, and they say 2 minimum. One more the MPP vote over 1.7 million. So on my way, we see about 2 Abania kind of region by region. Not yet, we and can't be before me near the builder. I'm on my constitutional review. No, I'm on my society recommendations. Nanko, I can say 2 Abania region by region. And you declare regional what we need to say so. President Ube regions are those 16 regions. Only your friend is saying 9 crowd. Woko. Nanki Yansha MPP for better near the idea of Obrempong. Consider review make one come me. I can no penny recommendation me make. Said they don't ban the MPP forever. No one to me tell my race. See ya kasa say ya. Yanim the air catch the wall. And young friend ya didn't any brace say I can't crunch MPP for. Well, my Ghana better tear prop on some. You bet Jojo, Miss Uncle Babia. And Quashi. And Tia you may do what time, but no crane said the Atiano. Or you may, Uberto was soon. Mebois, the Electoral be on the wire, young Jishamu. San no crane more. And then 1 year, 3 months. Now, nobody 8 years. Kajetia Kumasi a man vote by a president when to me Kajetia phase 2 and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama see or the 2 years when they see Kajetia. The first time 2 years and a President John Dramani Mahama on the finishing Kajetia phase 1 and was Ashanti region Kumasi 8 years and another Kokufado near Alaji Baumia. Woman to me and KJTF phase 2. Now, President John Dramani Mahama second term, 1 year, 3 months. Kumasi omo demonstration. We are giving the president up to May, up to June. Omo yet KJTF second phase. Now, oba wa wono kura no. Said the mugina microphone ne camera ni ma mokasa no. So oba wa wono gina wanim. Na se wo kasa kire say ya de wo hwa de be manana. Na MPP for Sasia, no more gather bloggers say what TikTok, Facebook. Then me say Alisa Hotel, me chiraw, baby amukoye mu meeting no. No mo ma bloggers sika, wo mo meka ntro na NDC aban ho nya kono, no mo nya ye, wo ma kwose semprofo achi, mo nkoye demonstration. Mo sorry ntia president no, mo sorry ntia NDC. Demonstrations bebrebe akwose na MPP for na chachiri, me ka che one. But bloggers now your friend mama miskano magino monka wuru say akoko woni atitide na tifie enti say yesumaw second one so se bra yemfen tutu atitide aka wuru say wo akoko wo na edi ba betutu ho enti mo pa mo fa no kwani nsie na agire boni a MPP for the samutrim say mo me fighting against this NDC government na mo nkoso ye nyina wo man mu abusa ye ko victory garlic minister for say yemra womu nupa womu wo kwan womu faso na o masa yare wa hodo bi wasum na to bo ase na tie wudi o mafa na yedupa yenhwe mra into medin so
enua victory garlic minister na wati ni dinatiatia tin se na edro ni tie na no pasem ne se edro wi adwuma ye titru pa ne se ebeboa anane na ne srade e wo ni padua ni muntin mu ama ohu atọ kura de dika obabi wo ha okonfikyire a ema edro a wuhia ye victory garlic minister ebi kura ho bekwa ewie wansa na ba eye victory e na wuhia victory no ma na busumi biara ubenya ofikyire akwa empa ho kura eno de achi a obi wo ho ani ti ne tedwa no obi wo ho ye adwuma kakra bia no abre na na kuma bɔ ne periperi ni nyina ye mogya entimi mfa akoma mu nkwa adwen mu eno ne kofa sa ade ne ba odofo mesrew so wo ho na wonsɛm ka adwew ebia wonsa no sei ana wonam ro mu na esi fom no kura adwew ana ayatufo sɛ de ade fom ato mpaboa mu a ɛyɛ victory na me kan fama wo Unum victory as I know my ever boss rain nano. In a guy, you are 200 draw winning in the win your victory. And from my uncle upon their mind and say, what their own home now what tears so oh bra, a victory and a bit in your ball. You will do also, or one and your machine. I will be an and a cobian and she. Who also an akuma body peri nini na moja ni ntimi ni afusani ye wuni pepiano. Epre wunya ya victory garlic mixture. De what trouble? Ya bi ya na se koko biene na no no ye ne basa. E ya victory e na make for wunya victory bi no ma. E be boa se doctor what to do so sani a. Ubetimi anom victory na ka wadro. Wonu na ne se wadro no na aben ma meet e biasa. No anu we so na aben ma no anu victory no so echi meet e biasa. We ya ne sa bibi abade kama ma so nasi tata we are jump ma misro ebra make come from our victory garlic mixture misro ni kan bia dance ya pese ya fa o ma dance na tie na so so koto a benya sa dance kro no a
ntwe mi page mi ntumi ni di mi yare so mena ko be 12 years di man no ndo kan mo jedru 5 minutes de tim matutu ana say na meti tv ntumi na mo hwe no mo say moton drobi as victory heba victory garlic mixture nemi todru sa wa modru asa modru eye papa ntumi ni di mi din san no ni didi afi bi no se didi ya na afi insan afi no ntumi ni di bi afi mi di ma edrubo ni sa wi semi anu so no ntumi didi anu so mi gbamu sa afi de and so we do no ntumi ni dibi afi hu de menya no and ti edo no kan o tv so a nyen kutu bu ni no edo no anopa eni ewiani enwure no and then no si afi nyampara mi no bibi am ntumi di no si afi na to ta ko ye black masa modro no tie edo ni ye na mi shira no
aje me pa me problem ye menstrual pains nda ne kakra mi so me nyame menses no bosom ni ma me bre pa me brankasa me timi to tondro no na ne se man ti se yesi ye bi dro ha na makoto be bia me we timi fa ka ekọ obi kru so ekoto bi dro me timi no bi chese na victory ni in fact I don't know me die wo mu die me ko tobi me ti advert no TV so sada na me sorry anwunwe na me ko toye na da dana me say ade yi to me padi mu no mu ja tropa yi to me padi mu ti me trot me phone so kura say ha adwene a enka me de betum aka ho na mo hye te say so one way ya kwa ka se me bia me ya bo hye na me no maduro bi te say efi sada na yi sa mo ja tro no to me padi mu no me no means se no maduro e ma me hu sa e mo ja say like say quarter te say ni na flow kama to victory tie means me enja into ho te to de bia na mo ba abasha mo mo so abasha na edo na me di hu adanse
obi si me de cholesterol sa the body and aba mi di pedue ma ba di atenase wadro ye victory garlic mixture se we ya victory ni no ma cholesterol se ne ne e density bia no victory be yin ni na afiu ni pedue no odo fo wo pedue to anama ne 024 2545 633 024 2545 633 and 020 129 3280 020 129 3280 a victory mkunimdie ne de bremo.
Human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. natural mineral water. Simply natural. For bulk purchase, call 0596 273 546 or 0596 273 547. This advert is FDA approved.
Hi. Now let me tell you about Safari Valley Eco Resort, the first of its kind in West Africa. Upon your arrival, you are introduced to a butler who plans your itinerary.
We were surrounded by wildlife from the moment we entered the eco park.
So many activities, all in the same premises. Visit the gym or the stables, they have it all. At my break, I'm able to practice my putting.
We also went fishing on a man-made canal. Our tour guides taught us so much about the wildlife and how to interact with them.
They used only electric vehicles here. This creates a serene environment. I'm told it's over 1,000 acres. My cabin here sits on 2 acres with a large terrace space overlooking my private swimming pool. Now this is royalty. They have their own farms, thousands of fruit trees. I can also have my lunch here at the waterfall. Quite a beautiful place you have here.
Visit Safari Valley Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
Stay back and stay safe. The National Petroleum Authority is cautioning the public to desist from scooping or fetching fuel from overturned fuel tankers at accident scenes. Again, do not get closer to the scene in an attempt to take videos or pictures. Inhaling the petroleum product is detrimental to your health. Worst of all, petroleum products are volatile and highly flammable, and a small spark can trigger a catastrophic explosion, causing deaths and loss of properties. Don't let a moment of desperation lead to a lifetime of regret. If you see an overturned tanker, stay back and stay safe. Call trained professionals such as the Ghana Fire Service or Ghana Police personnel to handle the scene, or reach the National Petroleum Authority's contact center on 0302 550 380. Your life is worth more than a gallon of fuel. This Save a Life campaign is from the National Petroleum Authority, NPA.
SYZ and Afi Power 97.9 FM inside politics dwumadie nie sema hodo twegu o man Ghana ha an yabomoden na yepensempense mu apempanifo a wo moti ase na afi omudi nkyiremu esefata etimi ababedom ye midi de enka Obrempong mina midi dwumadie ho chiame ede amawo enne ye to dwumadie no so ede amawo ha na me ka o se ex-natural mineral water insu mu da okroji insu a ede insu anuane no ayemu ma se nipa bia wono mu a ema wa hoden na ema niema pa bia wo se insu de manipadua no etim ede ma no nti insu a wo se woni abusue ni nyina monom upie na insu asan wo fie na wo kwakope insu ato wo abonten akai se edi ba kope ana bibia obedi ekiri ana obehwe na wato bibia kofe ex-natural mineral water na afi etimi aboa wo na abusue ni nyina apomden so obey ye so obey wedding so obey engagement so obey party jume bia wudi a nipa hodo na ebase no maba be dibi no kai na hye no se nsu a betimi dia serve ama obi akoma ato ne yem se wano musupa ex-natural mineral water obenya bia to welcome na mini mart bia eben wo ne bia na open dodo atu na so de go shop mu aton but modern friend number C on bejo so na afi o mama obi atu no akwakoton 059 627 3546 059 3546 and 059 3547 059 3547 ex-natural mineral water kaidebia say yes simply natural Divine Hope Herbal Center semi kanche onakai na share nso say otwea herbal powder wo mo de abedwama so na ne dwumadi edi nie West Pain se wo ye oba na wo ye bema na wo sisi be so bi age se wo ka agye ana wo ka Jesus ana wo ka nyamegeme me pa chawo edro wo ho e yo tribal powder hyase ma unsa kadi na no mebebo afi pulse sexual weakness ene low libido stroke ulcer menstrual disorder sa yare wa hodo nyina yare a tribal powder se wo hweso na se wo no mo a ebetimi etu ase de ama okra na afi wetimi nya hoade ese na fata e de akọ wadwuma so abobra nya sika de ahye obutum ne wani atimi age ho anse na obene mo tribal powder no abribia ahye no se wadidi awi ansa na watimi ano mo tribal powder ene odidi wie dia se ya no pa awi ahomache anajo desuom bia wadidi awi nkwade a utimi ni mo tribal powder na atimi aye adwuma e de aboa obenya bia to Gapsin pharmacy wokofodia Cap Heba Ewusunyane House of Drugs ya Shaiman Boachi ansa Cape Coast na Boachi Heba etema Pike Gombela ewo temali na fi unsa etimi aka otwea Heba powder Divine Hope Heba Center for Diaba ebia na opese utu na also di bigu pharmacy and sell Heba shops na ton Frenamesi no monjo so ma obintu 0591 565 557 0591 565 557 and 0550 639 037 0550 639 037 na Divine Hope Herbal Center for one more otwea herbal powder ne bi nento yanko hack care for one ene de hack sap mixture ne capsule saba yamukuro osa yare wa betina wo so a abiri bia no ade beche kura na yam hihyew enam wo yawa wukum nanso sabe de hack for the hack sap mixture ene ne capsule saba etu sa osa yare wa semra yanhwe mo mra kwan ye fa so osa yare na yento adwumade ne so
hack sap mixture and capsules de edra me pa cho se se osa na etito nkwande ene na wo se okoko PBCC na wo to na wonum stomach ulcer efri unipaduanim stomach ulcer yare boni pa chese yare ne besue wo so no wonya haksame shame pa cho na chese e do ko ba bia eye ba bi boni e de nza meka stomach ulcer yare boni stomach ulcer yare boni free se wan hwe ni yie na se eche wo unipaduanim a eno ene be kakra no bronis wonya perforation na me pa chese won suno nkatwa no emmo wana ye from H pylori nya kwan bo ekowuram ho no mu a no omoko boni mu ntokru no omoko akosai ensono no na yenra so found hospital no na chese ensono na asai no agese ye twa ba bia asai no totwene na de ensai ye kadisi ani enu nti na me ka chiro se entwei ma ne nyansa no akase me hu yanka se yade osa yade boni stomach ulcer ebetena so cha obehwe na ebe kakra no obetumi anya eye internal bleeding na internal bleeding so ba woni padua ni mu ade na me pa twa na chese moje wo honam nyina na ye den efiri wo hono obu won mu moja ni efiri ne ho anaso onya internal bleeding na onfa nani ehunu sanse sabio moja no obefi no moja ni nim na wa hunu anaso obeja ne nan moja ni nim na wa hunu ntino fi se oyo okay na nso na ne hu moja eye den ebesin na nso ye nipa ni bo okra omo de omo no mbefi no anaso aduane betom ye mo mbefi aduane na ba bonten no omba hunu se sabio na moja wom anaso obi won mo beja ne nan no obehwe na moja eyeden ewo na jana nim no eba ne sa na wo de abam wa hunu se wonya internal bleeding hu moja na esen no enu nti na yesa na obo nti na sentem no boni su nyina ebremu boni su nyina chimu na wote honum osore no wanso ade ma na wo tiato ebe kakra no be wonam wa obitimi ka chose asuma sisese no ase woni padua no waye hoya ase moja kra ni ho na chese wonya internal bleeding bo modern ase obenya haksam shan capsules na wano no mama stomach ulcer afri ni padua no mako ulcer yade boni me se yade a enno na wanhwe ye ne bi besio so wanhwe ya beka se obi a oni nya asem kakra bi no ebi odo fa baabi na so no mfa baabi a esan se yade e ba symptoms a wunya wo ni padua ni no ase enema enkoye mfa mo wo ni padua no enema enkoyi enito bomodin a na kwahwehwe eye haxamishan ne capsules na enonom na hu enye den ento me pacho the number we fresisia me no ka say ebia wa na wo pebi ebia baabia wo a opese yendareto na ekọ baabia obenya bia to ana say baabia won ebi mpuni honem na apese yemma eye delivery guys ebi fambre wa no so no ni nyina no ye betumi e dia bronti the number na fresisia me no kasa na ye adwuma na ye nkomo 0240 23 8310 0240 23 8310 and 0203 822 855 0203 822 855 number no ehu hia me pa yi ntino tobo natural number na frisi asem no kasai na wonso so ne enu ni nkomo eye 0240 23 83 10 0240 23 8310 and 0203 822 855 afi me de number na ma o say no na afi ye to aso a then stomach ulcer de bia se na me kan no na me kirebo no e bia na na your first time a ulcer eye kuro na ba bia be ba beto wo ni padua nim no eho na ye fa so na de atotin eni ntia beto wo nso nkoto anim ana ba ko ekuro no ba ko san to wo ye ba bia de ekogu no ene ene ye kabo mu a ye friend peptic ulcer eni ntia wo ko hospital wo ko na so obi ka kire say wanya yes wanya peptic ulcer na so doctor ka kire say oh wanya peptic ulcer na de opese o kire nyina no say ekuro ba ko abeto wo nso nkoto anim ana ba ko so ababeto wo ye friend say doctor kan kire say wanya peptic ulcer na mo so wanya gastric ulcer na de opese o kire nyina ne say ekuro no ababa beto wo ye friend ba bia odidi a ekogu no na eno nso so no eho asem no e bia na wo de ne esophageal ulcer na kire say ulcer na ekuro na ba beto droben ya esa wo minim hanom no ho ana ekuro no ababeto na de ye asem dene say osa type biara wate osa dia hodo biara wate anopoma sibre e haksa misha and capsules adrowi e bojuma atse ebi ensi kura da me paucho esan se wona na osa etitu omo masobia he no omundi hu adanse se adro no eye adwuma se nkonya me se osa na babetra wo so na ode wo se yawo no abadenden dia wo hu ne ya wonya wo hu no wonum adro yi bi no yawo no efru ni padua ni mu no 3 minutes a dozen 3 minutes a dozen yade no anase yaw no beko na fe ayaresa no anya abotere aba kakran na no maami bia ofre no ose ne bade ne osa no eba se ya agise odene hospital no odene dru hospital a wanje drep nko na nkobe ye 6 ansana eye ne hu atono na so ne hu atoni mpo no ebe kakra cha 2 weeks na asen ya asen ba na so nya haksa me ne capsules no nom ye no ene bibia akoyie edi amano eni nti osa na nya aba symptoms ben na wo ti wo nipadua nim me bebubo biso na nso so number na amede ama no ofra na nso so no sane ya wo te no one ya che na afi ni ya kire eho akwankire obi frɛ ye wo se ono de oda ne osa ne ba oda ne benkum so a na eho hyehye no oda ne ho da ne nifa so a na eho hyehye no se oda na chi a na matiri bramu nyina eye ne ya na onhu ne onye ne ho obi de no obi nso so de ne se sebio obefe no na sebio efie no akwa ye se dark brown ebi so akwa say yellowish color ebi nso so akwa ko bi me paucho won so say wunya sa symptoms ya na science bia ene na o osa no ana sa ewu nipadua no kona kope haksa misha ene ne capsules na won so no nom ema ohunto obi say mididi na aduane tom yem pa na meyem me ya se me se me ndidi na me twen na kakra nso no medidi a eno nso so me nya ndidi ya nso so na meyem me ya won so no osa no say na wote ewu nipadua nim oba konso se sebio ni osa ni nti sebi amana anya anum nka na se bad breath anase halitosis eno okasa se ya na sebio enka ebo nanum okasa se ya emframa na ebo ediafa ekuro na ewo ne yem no so ba bonten pa obehwe na sebi edenka anaba beja no so wonso so osa no signs ben symptoms ben na wote wodi fresh sisi na yenin komo na yenkyere wadura ebetu ase edi amawo mepacho obi se ni osa ni nti amana ye kete ya kyerese ene wo checking weight ade enchi no sign checking weight a ene de no na eswate ade enchi na eswate me pacho amana ye kete ama sebe ne makra no ebi bone se sebio owo ani bone obi nso so scrad ya wose ye de ya de bone bi de atone so na nso na nya ya de bone na ye stomach ulcer ko na kope haksa me shane ne capsules bi nonom na ohu enye de entol je no mani bio na yentoa so 0240 23 83 10 0240 23 83 10 unso so betimi afre 0203 822 855 0203 822 855. You go swear bobo a symptoms and signs on the pouch also so say now wote obu ha said you any animum power to be and what deep me pouch loss of appetite no so dia no say sa na hu ni paduani ma e bia na dia no a stomach ulcer na dia ba kona kope haksam shane ne capsules no nom na hu ento wo dia no kwa dia hu say na sentam no obedidi na obefe no anase aduani bia to yema no wa fe wo fe no na be he bonja wo obeja na moja wo me pouch ni nyina no okope haksam shane ne capsules no no a ho ebeden ebeto se all senti amaya wo boa no sa tokuro na da wo no fu ntamu mienu no me pouch ehotimi tutu na ma watiri bremu nyina ya wo dom penimu nyina ya obi nsakura wo ntimi maso stomach ulcer me pacha kona kope haksam shane ne capsules no nom e ma ho ntom obi kura de emu ntimi ye ne yasa abehe o kasakura kasa no entumi madene obehe o nantimpa wo ntimi mfa ne nan entiatia fom dene obehe o te wo se ya wo ntumi mpagya ne mu anaso wo ntimi ntwe ne mu se me pacha ulcer eye ya de bone eniti kona kope haksam shane ne capsules na eno no ma ho ntom so say adro we yade ba ko penesa ensa yade miensa ensa yade mienu yade ba ko pe stomach ulcer ana esa eninti adro no a doctor for mako enso na atena se akabom ana aye na ba ye no stomach ulcer pe ana esa nti bomode ya say okọ baabi na ye se haksam stand and capsules ni wonti me emfa fufuro bi emma de me paucho ene obeka kiro me se umpesa fufuro no na emom no obefre number no eye 0240 23 83 10 and I say 0203 822 855 na baby a wuhye bia no me pacho ya bro haksam sha ene ne capsules na oba osu akura de a ene ye chese abode kura e good care pharmacy a chese wudi for honum a eye xyz tachire ya wudi for honum a haksam sha no obenya bi anonom na chese eho asem na ko pharmaceutical shop bia mu herbal shop bia mu a me pacho ndu paneton ne ho me pacho se no eye haksam sha no se na enkrofo e fumaduro no anu odene nti bomodin a so be kopibi na won so why de wanonom ama ho ato symptoms bi a wote e wo ni padua nim se woni so na ye busi se all centimeter pacho aya no nya migraine utifa etimi dwa kim se won so de science and as symptoms are wote se woni padua yi efa etimi hyehina ma kire se oji wo ho a enje ni nyina no se wo de na eye stomach ulcer na de abade a ene na waduro eye haksam mixture and capsules one say na center mo kwa de okọ hospital ni akwa ye endoscopy ye de pipe bia wura wonu raw minimum akoto ye mepawchow wo huni ya wa wo fa mo mepawchow enko sade ne ho bio na emom no enne also no aduro aba eye haksam sha and capsules a yenom ebom ema eye also etu efi nipadua nim se mekase yenum boma na me pese me kire se wonnom eye ensuo na me patron ti na woso no ubie so a aduro no sekine ma me woso ne ma me na dido no emra ayinim aduro man kasa na afi no waye den wabu ne tinim yeno na wanom ensuo no yawe no na afi no watwen 30 minutes time now the pure water and as normal water ibi anom eye ne capsules no mienu na eno so no eho asem no na emom no yemfa aduro ni nsuo no enkonkonom aduro ne topaye ne hyene nso efama me eye haksam sha and capsules a eye entafo aduro a yanum bom ede to stomach ulcer ase number ni bio ye 0240 23 83 10 0240 23 83 10 also so betimi afre 0203 822 855 0203 822 855.
Na ya obeya oda formason ya funu emunumuni.
Oh Mr. Entry eya also ya reya titi be benfie pi nanso ne yam nyono da se me chiro no ahodo amato a me hunu hwe ya ebe ya nwanwa
Meaning ni say what ulcer time for hexa capsules any hexa mixture yanum bom kutia ulcer no bia ma no anum anka no ho to no dadaada ulcer dro de eno ani hexa capsules any hexa mixture
akom ni nchiremu
ulcer ye kura eto ye funu ene ensunu mu etuma wo ye funu ekeka wa wo gye ho a enye ulcer etumi ema wo ye cheko ebra wadidi awie so how eye ulcer de a copper hexa capsules any hexa mixture nanum bom na ho ebeto
Pedro Tua ko Okanshi Drug Lane Kumasi Dani Herbal Takrade AA Mensa Anafre 02038228855 Aprofo abatanya wama won mofrofo ene mofra woni mfedum ye no enka ho
Haxa capsules ene ne mixture
ulcer time for edie age edwadie nkrato yi atom.
The serene environment fits into the goal of the school, which is simply to provide excellent educational foundation for your world's development before they commence primary education. At first glance, clearly you will see why the school is called Hebron Hills International School, as the building stands tall overlooking town. With a Montessori style, we have experienced and dedicated staff and trained teachers. Our small sizes classrooms are meant to enhance teacher-focused approach where children get one-on-one attention from the teacher. Hello there. We are open at 7:30 a.m. and school closes at 2:30 p.m. After school care is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. while early drop-off can be arranged at 6 a.m. Hebron Hills International School is located at Midye off the N7 Road. Locate us with GP postcode GW0688 GA West and GPS code 06884870. You can contact the school and make further inquiries on 050-876-2375 or call the office directly on 0302-918768. Email us at hebronhills.school@gmail.com. Hebron Hills International School. Excel and shine.
Obrempong eye adwumada eboa eyam aduane eboa eyi nsa free ni peduanim na eboa woni pedua ma etena ho yi nanso woni se niema a yedi na yenom timi ma brebo ye adwumaden sen pote
mehunda me brebo ye adwuma pa ebia se mitumi ye bibi boa me brebo
Ani and waiting about the left here from the Moses Clinic, we have our center about herbal food supplementer. What's it? The barber, ama a year jumayi. Fatopa Yenu, and Opani and Yumre. Now a Brahma berbo ye jumayi, Sunny Baya, and Bitimian Adriania Woody, and Sissy Pedianimo, a new moving singing.
And no, I'm brebo can't.
Obenya Life Kid or pharmacy, herbal shops, and supermarkets are able. Sawopa do doors with 12. Fresh 0244 068447. Life Kid, Wawa Brebo, Wawa Nipedia. A dream any mapping for a ma emma or man for, nay, and for our 1 year in fear to me. FDA GD Kratui Atum.
If a cran minisika, etia yeme fui.
Ehifa pa na menya bosia edia tre medwuma yimu
kai kra mabre ni yebusia ato taxi fufu Suhum Rural Bank
Suhum Rural Bank
Yemamwa kwa baba Suhum Rural Bank ye won hyehyɛ ahodo bi te sɛ dwadifo abosia ekoko bosia susu account and that's all our savings account. Me bada chain savings account. And then the keka home. Suhum Rural Bank was 034229186. Now one so what to me aka say.
Suhum Rural Bank. Ama ene mayeka owner.
Suhum Rural Bank. Enti me pa minie.
Suhum Rural Bank, growing our heritage.
TVSYZ. We are also live on Power 97.9 FM. Inside Politics, Jumedi, Anna Niminsi, Atna Sene, Sama Hodo Chego, Mangana, Muan, and Pompon, so Ninchemu, Sene Fata, Yabo Modena, Yade Somo, TV, ni radio, you so, Tibabia, Wajebre, Nango Traya, and Asa Uti, Kaho, Quapim says 6 p.m. Bebo, and Sama Hodo Chego, Mangana, and ye B.B. Mua Sabri, ye Pempeni, for a womotis and Semiase, no mobitimi, Adumo, Midi, the Anchor Obrempong, Point show men penada. My cow say Safari Valley Eco Resort here be a welfare ye pa. Na se wo pe baby a jowa home, wo pe baby a jojo ho, vacation holidays, and na se leave bi kra no wanya, wo pe baby na wakwa home kakra me ba chow. Safari Valley Eco Resort ana obekro e welfare ye wo share environment omo wo share kwan ya omo faso e create niema hodo bebre ma me lakes zoo any niema hodo e wo sa baby a womo eye biaya me bo hu de wure kire ya ukudu wani baji yi pa omo big space so womo de man the various institutions bi am pese mo nye conference ba cha wo frɛ mo beje so na mo kɔ hɔ a mo be sampa mo ni atimi age wo pese wo nye wedding wo pese wo nye engagement pese wo nye yi kra no a me ba cha ni nyina no omo space kama omo betimi de asomo no bibi obekɔ bi nso no na ni baji yi pa omo wo kɔ apeman mu miami krom adukrom akuapem ana fe ugugwa akuapem ntem wo dan ho ana wo mhye bo modern na frɛ number yi ebi ana wo nkyiremu bi a wo mo de besomo na fe wetimi akɔhɔ na de meken wangasa woni woyire woni wadanfo no nua mo akwakohu experience ya meka ho asemi number obetimi afrɛ mo so 0596 914 394 0596 914 394 and visit your website no www.safarivalleyresort.com www.safarivalleyresort.com na ni omunni nkomo na afi to anamon fa koho medimosis samen kaiwo se ye liver no ekwan ya ye liver ne fa so no liver na ngasa mpe ye bibia ye nya botre ma na nyam na wada ti abribia na liver na yire ne ho ye adwuma mbro so se beye ne betimi ayam nuani na de eyema ni pedua na tenem na de enye ne watimi ayi apie eba ne sa no a na oliver na ho odin so te eno nti ana medimosis for ede left kid dia ba adroi eye 100% herbal supplement a ono de wo o maye no eye liver no nko ho adwuma na eye se ahode se fata no abrebia oliver no ebetimi enya na edi dwuma so ahodo a edi oni pedua ni mama ho na ma ho odin agina wo na abrebia oni pedua na aye fresh etimi ayi niema bia ensemfa se betra oni peduam enso afrim se de be ya yare embobo nti medimosis se ma on sentiment ka left kid nibi na nonom na abribia embo liver ho ban enfema ukọ pharmacy shops any herbal shops ahodo nyina me pa chaw on sabetimi aka left kid a medimosis dia baby ana open dodo to now so de go pharmacy ana de go herbal shop no ato me pa chaw for number we on beje so no ma obi eto now so de go shop mu na waton 0244068447 0244068447 na fe on setimi aka left kid a eba bebo ye liver ho ban ya medimosis e de abraye no model automobile and construction consult semin kantrel say open China used cars open earth movers like tipper trucks any excavators construction machines ni general goods they have the bacho mencho ni hwe bia model automobile and construction consult for ho na sani ma mabobosi na China used cars excavators tipper trucks construction machines general goods all the best other services all my warehousing na fi wo mo ye China business visa acquisition obi wo wa wanya business bi o China o person nko yemra nenso visa ne sabeka na eya ye din dia ma no me pacho bomodi ko model automobile and construction consult wo mo bebo ama onsa atimi aka China business visa no no watimi akwa akodi odwumadi bia na wasan aba working days they are nda mo de adwuma ye joada kopim fiada no pa 9 am kopim say 5 pm e mo mu ko memene dade a wo mo hye adwuma se 10 am no ma pon 2 pm ubehu no ma kira kwan e wo tema akoso mu kwan ne so before hot oven bakery no on the first floor of the NS Chemist building Mataiko eho na obehu no ma kira kwan ho frɛ number no mbeje so na fe nkyiremu a opebia wo mo de account ho 0257 280-656 0257-280-656 and our WhatsApp number so yeah 0248-428-336 0248-428-336 and our 0273-296-272 0273-296-272 na fe wo matimi agye so na oni model automobile and construction consult for matimi adi hyiamu na de mo hwehwe bia no se fa na China used cars excavators any tippers nyina no wo mabomode na wo mama na papa to ne bo eda from yie pa e so to adwumadi ne so e de ama wa na fe enkomo ahodo aka nyina no ya bomode na ye de asomode a na ene empanifo a ye ne omobedi dwuma yi ebi elikan ya baba bedu fidie mu deda yen hyase na afi yen fawom yen domadi na ene nkomo ewo no nyina no yen hyase na yen biebiem Haruna Amaliba Kingsley National Communication Team member of the NDC wababa kan yen Saturday ye hwekwa kubuatin so anymore no deputy secretary Edema Eastern Region NDC amanyoko no na mpanifo yi anene yeni omo babedi enkomo ewo dwumadi so mene Amaliba nhyase na afi yen to ankomodie no so Amaliba akwaba na what is saying
already who you away
yango panda roma
good
ye share na che
yeah that's true
ba bibi ekoso kama
bibi de ko super
okay NDC abanye by 1 year 3 months your assessment so far
yo mi ma hana initiative for the mama jebre
ehwe for josu
na inchia me party mun penifo ina titune mi ame boss amejemfi bibi obia and Dr. Mary Usi.
Yeah.
Ghana Free Zones Authority. Yeah. And I have a special relationship with her. I won't mention.
Yeah. No.
She knows herself.
I had a call yesterday.
Yeah.
And I mean, I call for you. I see Obrempong. A year about Dr. Mary Usi Abaso for me.
She's a very fantastic
discipline or the Abba Ghana Free Zones. No. Almost will be that. Into Dr. Mary Usi,
you see,
Yankubo Chana on count.
See a Kamahama appointees in one and you are asking about 1 year down the lane.
Yes.
Mahama appointees no more Juma so far.
Yeah.
See, one of the headache of President Mahama, perhaps, the challenge to reshuffle.
Okay.
You get
I didn't hear.
Very difficult. Who you whine about? Now whine on board Juma.
Appointees will be a year Juma.
Exactly. So it's such a fantastic team. Let me start from the young guys. My boss Sabijemfi, for instance. Look at how he has transformed PMMC, which was transitioned into Gold Board, as we promised whilst we were in opposition. Now here Juma, just as a single agency under finance ministry, it must show our team abo. And you see, the gold subsector of the economy is one of the most critical areas with so many industry players. So, before his assumption into office, they need a well-coordinated legal framework govern the gold trading in Ghana, making provisions for the related matters and how issues are emanating to be resolved.
Okay.
That.
Okay.
The moment Sami took office, he took it upon himself and quickly set up a team together. They are engaging all stakeholders, including civil society organizations, the interested groups, the miners, multinational corporations, the Too Good Okroma, and so many agencies. And the Good Board Act was birthed. And one of the effective legal regimes are so far in contemporary times.
Okay.
What is it will be today about the efficiency of the law? No. And what teenage young also, and through the policies rolled out by the Bank of Ghana governor,
yes,
Dr. Isiama and the team, they've been able to inject sufficient forex into the system. And on a day, a complete decline of dollar no above form. that for the first time in our history, the dollar have appreciated almost 50% against the cedi have appreciated almost 50% against the US dollar. And on our stabilized prices in the market, and in the midst of global shocks like the Iran-US-Israel triangular war on the Gulf region, we are not feeling the impact. It tells you the kind of leadership Sami is providing under Dr. Esiama, who is also a fantastic governor at Obojuma Ewoho. Let's look at MP, for instance. Senior Educator Maklo. Ejuma Obo, you get that? And he has given us the full assurance, and in the midst of this global issues, also in the oil region of the world, the Gulf region, Ejuma 4, according to 4, and everybody, say, even back here, we're building that reserve now. Okay? Yeah. Don't also forget about that's the combat. Ejuma also in team oil refinery. Okay. For the first time, Ghana, oil refinery is back again. And your oil is too cool, and you best start a refinery at the Okay. You understand? Okay. Now, if you are Young National Scholarship Secretariat, which is now National Scholarship Authority under Alice Asafoje, under MPP, Omo use National Scholarship Secretariat for money laundering activities. How? Oh yes. You see, there was this country, if I get name, I'll mention it. Among the student ECOHO, per NSS record, National Service Authority record, no, I've been saying, National Scholarship Second 21-22 there about no initiative. Now, scholarship, how many man say Uncle Shady University, it was fake scholarship.
Oh, Ghana here now outside the country.
Oh, USCC, I'm not Casano. A fake scholarship. Because corner is typing some the school fees in Tria. The scholarship was fake scholarship.
Time Ben on this scholarship.
Almost the man, I think around 2022, no, I think 2023 there about no this scholarship.
So another previous
administration was an American. So why put a man former into this quagmire? You see the criminality, the kind of things they did in opposition. The less said about these guys, the better. You prepared a fake scholarship at the man former. Couldn't send it will be manso. Brown boy and a bino. Look at Honorable Amakofibua, for instance. Galam say, oh, kakwi, what is a Mokasabium? About Ada. And the water stability level is coming back. Yet the Honorable Chair, look at the foreign ministry led by Honorable Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa. For the first time, Ghana Kasa, international community is taking us serious one more time. For the first time, how sick will be sure because of a single Ghanaian, the foreign minister, the chief diplomat of the country, but to plane any team alcohol. They said, maybe I nearby Hokoya or Shadow Mukuno. And yet check. I'm trying to get the country's name. It escapes me. Okay. You get that. So look at Iran Israel war on Krampo. The swiftness with which our foreign ministry responded here. So Ghana for who mobilize yourself. I bind the plane include Laji Mahamadou Baume is a beneficiary of this rescue program of the government over the crisis in the Gulf region. He said, "Me come a hammer appointees no once more. Meka madia chemadia." But yeah, you see, Uber as I by now. Look at the inflation rate, baby. Okay. And then a 4 like a man for Kotwadi or Jomwa. They are too certain that Semikotor maybe bag of cement 20 cedis and now. When you say by next week, we up to 20 cedis. It helps in planning. Emma, of financial expenses, you have certainty about how to structure and budget for your life. Okay. Inflation above form. Look at depreciation, medical above form. Look at our exchange rate above form. And above all, Ghana Yaka above form. Even IMF is applauding us. Dr. Tufos and his team at the finance ministry. Well, anytime Mr. President Mahama, one of the challenges that he may be having now is who to reshuffle and bring who. Look at the various SOEs. For the first time, they have started making profit. Oh, and you said before, government Abuja, Minister for Road and Industry, Road and Transport, there's the Road and Highways.
Yeah.
And look at him. President Mahama Pawonyi government Abuja through on there. He has written his name in gold in the historical record of the country.
Okay.
Because within this short space of time, you get it. And I can mention. And to all that we can say is that regardless of all this performance, there are challenges.
Okay.
I'll be the first person to admit it.
Very well.
There are challenges. But I want to assure the people of Ghana that with the team which is managing the country, led by the experienced driver, John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, and giving the exposure of the knowledge Awanya at the beginning of his political career, no Ghanaian should ever think that you made a mistake by voting for President Mahama.
Very well.
Bringing the NDC to office.
Very well.
And the challenge is today, inshallah, we shall overcome.
Very well.
And Ghana shall be a better place for all of us.
Okay, good. Haruna Maliba Kingsley, National Communication Team Member, Edema NDC, Amanyoko Nupeni, Anna Watanasia, and Samahudawana, Yeba BBM. Amaliba say, Shay and Seminasia, and the opposition MPP New Patriotic Party, a press conference. Na, and no, one more complaints, na, one more can, and some one more can. A young Muyane say, as a memoir, Ghana, a tour about the share the NDC. And Sase, Munji to me, Namupembu, mine na Ghana for and what I no yen sankano. One must say focus no every NDC for money so. Name the Ababe Sim Muni say, Adechia MPP Nibi Abawa, young conquacheno, Adechia we actually we young conquacheno, Adechia we I say young conquacheno, na more the political power, intimidate MPP Amanyoko. Sasenia. MPP press conference led by the General Secretary of the party, Justin Frimpel, Kodia Omake King. Then I walk on the phone.
Baby, MPP 14 years, I'm hoping. Barely 1 year ago, new opposition. Now, my boss, Sammy, and my omo, a foot to be Omuti Omo. Opposition, Jumano, a research.
Okay.
It demanded a lot of research. It demanded due diligence. It demanded careful analysis of the issues. Okay? It also demanded decency. And above all, be truthful to the people. Now, challenge the MPP face passes here and say, as a partner, no common sense hayaka.
I didn't know Okasa.
Yeah, the Americans are say for a party like the MPP, see, I have been around for some time. And 1992, 1996, about the year 2000, 2004, 2008, 2012. But the lower record of the MPP began when Nana Akufo-Addo took over the leadership of the party. A whole and a year the cracking point of the MPP because I answer phone now take a back seat. And I said at the Kwafone at the Musa Fono Omoja Omotun.
I know yet days.
I see a Chikata near Kano. I can't change it. Look, I was not trained to massage ways.
Okay.
I say them as they are. You may disagree with me, but that's fine. When they come again, that's who I am.
Okay.
Kenya sir. Nana B or a lawyer, and I respect him for that. Although I didn't care by addressing the media, and the general secretary so by addressing the media, and what can as if we will come to them one by one. Nana B can you see say ye NDC for your bompa say Yankopon kum Akufo-Addo. That was what he alleged, and that or so mining to Yankopon Akufo-Addo. See, I say a comment is here, and then I shall see a confonoche, Obrempong comfort pencil, and then try to buy a brand MPP4 2014 omokoye demonstration ewo Afrikiko anyi mo to e Yankopon ku Mahama.
Okay.
Anarebo.
Okay.
Good. Now so Yankopon ku Mahama. Na Mahama Rich Hospital. Mahama Security Complex. Sewa Afari. Kou Abetifi Hospital Kumawu and many more. Now so Mahama Kunua. Are we wrong to say Yankopon Zunko Kufuado because Namambo Funti Wama Association of Ghana Industries 800 of our members of Mawuana. Are we wrong to say that? And Akufo-Addo and Mahama who deserve to die.
Akufo-Addo Breso, Association of Ghana Industries.
Yes.
Everywhere.
Over 800 members of the Association of Ghana Industries died.
I didn't see, yeah.
Fine. That record, no one has information if you know.
Yes.
Dr. Makelo Hine Jakum, and also unfortunately he is no more.
Okay.
The last public appearance in Okaye, and many of them were on the field chairs. Eventually, the man himself also went. Papa no me kada simone yemeya. Look, these are the job creators of our economy.
Are you talking about
notebook etoho? Sila Bianca and a frame member. Do over 300 million Ghana cedis. Wow. Yes. Eya no kwa osakon hoko jini. Yes. Eya no kwa osakon hoko jini ko jini skabium. Somebody ni kuru IGP. These guys, these dirty guys, they should give us a break. Me say Ghana for see maybe me share papa bi e won of ministries before me baha.
Yeah.
O so man ba woni. Ka che president Mahama si chia na mo made ba ko ne ye twen. Na mambo no so far so good. You need to the oyi na ho. No wa ka de ba ko. Akronfo no njelu o mamaye. Na me se mo nya botan emra na ye adwuma. Emra be na adwuma. Due to campaign during the State of the Nation address, I was say yes. The impatience of the public, he also shares with that. He himself is equally impatient. However, everybody must have his day in court.
Yes.
Yes. We will not use the judiciary as a tool to intimidate political opponent, but it was the behavior of the MPP. These guys have the audacity, the temerity, and that mental fortitude. And yet, they are bound to me and they know why.
Some of Bronye.
Oh, I see.
Fine. No. Now, much Baba Mandu, only the communications officer.
Listen to this. Make work Ejnaha. I can say, a judge of Fuina Yakorin Safo. It is not palatable language, right?
Yes.
But Judge Benedict Mabachim and Court, Samalaba Semi Yakorin. In law, a group cannot be defamed.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
But the moment a maker say, Judge Kokumenu, must single out. Defamation kicks in. The person can pick me on. I am mindful that truth is defense. It's part of defense for defamation. Unless you're able to prove that someone can or correct. So when you dance there, you face the law squarely. Obi Tata will be a. We say Judge Biwo Adenta. You see, and they are loose talking. Let me say, in the MPP, I am Safona taking back seat. No more cancer was the going. No more who fee poto. He said, then the Kambo power now. Kambo is not coming to power anywhere. Relax, man, relax. Look, one can say it is alleged in Paul. He speaks with emphasis that Judge Biwo Adenta, na sa judge no, one NDC for a committing, and not na assembly abane their command, and that judge no, and the NDC ni, and so he proceeded to allege or even threaten the judge. Say NDC bar, the job of feelings, of course, which you are not coming back anytime soon. So say Ghanaians, you sure answer. You demand to send me a way MPP in NDC. We know which government comes for the good people of Ghana, and we are not going to make that mistake. Can't you see NDC have become so attractive? Go to the universities. Now we are a young man, a young person, and now person will need to over contribute to quota for nation or towards nation building. Now per political party choose. Look at my boss Amijimfi. How old was he when he became NDC National Executive Member? And look at the contributions he has made. Look at how he has lifted the communication bar. And look at the legacy of our system. These days he is inactive because of the good board in T. But that notwithstanding, standard are always any pedestal of the NDC communicators are to know. And even the MPP will do a term because they have nothing to do. Look, Opa Baumia, MFC NDC communicators, kind of the lower ones of Mabamukra. He cannot win debate against them, and all because of Samintra. Well, so when we've gotten to, we have gone beyond the politics of lies and deception. We say judge NDC. The mobile Bemu as judge Juma. You are singling him out. No, so you mate. I say what can. And you see, the issues are all come is still pending before the court. Okay? You know why? When you go to Article 125 Clause 1 of the Constitution, I think Chapter 11, the Constitution will say, justice emanates from the people.
Yes.
And shall be administered in the name of the Republic. Okay? By the judiciary, which shall be independent and subject to this Constitution. And when you go to Article 1 Clause 1 of the Constitution, the sovereignty of the people, the sovereignty of the Republic can come from where? From the people. Okay? And the government of the powers of government, we see the word powers of government, plural. Which are the powers? The powers are distributed among the three arms of government. In this case, the executive,
the
legislature, and the judiciary. All these three arms of government, exercising their powers from the Constitution, from the sovereignty of the people, as articulated by Article 1 Clause 1 of the Constitution. So the judiciary and Article 125 and yet exception. And it is the only arm of government clothed with the powers to dispense justice. At Temwejumano, a judicial system in the war. And until the assembly command at Temwejumana, Yankahosembium. You know why? You and I don't have that powers. Collectively, there is our power. The moment the issue reaches the court, the doorstep of the court, every public debate ceases. Yes. The moment of I'm out of contempt of court. It's a prejudicial comment. And nobody can predict the mind of the judiciary until they bring out their findings. And now so much can say judiciary day attempt will be bar, we can criticize it respectfully. And of course, law students are taught to critique the judgment of the court. And within the same hierarchy, rules are made for appeal. And it's a court be a decision and yet final. Even the Supreme Court is not exception. Supreme Court the findings bar. Now we're born Joshua. You can go for review. You get that? Good. And judge somebody anymore. Yanka wants them. Yanka. This will be a 10 years. About 10 years old. So we shut down to what's some pa and me quiet judging their same fast. Oh, many judging in your dream, many judging in your dream. With you counsel. Only your dream, and Brandon say, appeal against judgment number. Judgment for an attempt won by. Now what would the attempt? Now I'm not sure more. What's no? Justin could see a lawyer. Is that right?
Yes.
He's a lawyer.
Yes.
Doesn't he know this on him? And now because of politics, we are told the law now. We are told the law now. Well, into me, no matter to cancel opposition. No, your boy and some more what castle on cafe. He's the general secretary of the largest opposition in the country. If only they are responsible, maybe only castle will show. Ghana, you also see, your new opposition, they know.
Ghana new opposition.
No,
NDP for
the only opposition the NDC have is the Ghanaian people.
When it comes to politics,
TDMK opposition. Listen to me. What I'm saying to you is that say Ghanaian politics.
Yes.
Any of Manya NDC Bula, you need political opposition. Yes. The only opposition you have are the people of Ghana. And the people of Ghana, they are the opposition because Ghana, for we say, the MPP is an illegitimate entity. It's an irresponsible organization that cannot offer any reasonable critique to the government. Now you take 8 years. If you been 1 year, how can you criticize a buyer from above for?
Okay.
Upon your cause, you are near and just summon our say NDC. Okay, NDC, a buyer. Now acquire any and I'm a boy. Or send the people say NDC for acquire any. Not what I'm then. So, what moral audacity do you have to call NDC to order saying quite?
Sir, government, you get it. Governance here continues.
Yeah, I agree with you. Anytime I say, Sir, NDC Mambu, and you got a 4 9 Casabi to my woman Mecca. So, the Gabo with the Maya in the last elections, no, that Gabo also came with a silence language that we are watching you. Who is watching us? The people. They will call us to order. At any time, at any movement or any passing movement, Ghanaians are speaking.
But MPP from say
Basa Jawasam. Woman Kahukra. Woman Kahukra. You go to chance to my canyon. Woman Kahukra. So Ghanaians are speaking and we listen to them. And one thing Ghana for can say, oh, so I share a core echo so we appreciate the challenges are buying facing. Now, mom say, come back over and say. Full about the cost are buying the be no from Wayne. Don't forget about same time 2022 thereabout when TUC Kachaman Pinoku Fado say wanted to fuel so as about okay. Also to the government will lose 4 billion Ghana cedis. But he forgot that run or minor and your profit and loss venture. Any profit and loss business now yeah. Also a buying belusu. So what currently decision are buying take care and draw. Minister for Government Communication, Honorable Fellows of Fusukache, and the woman will bob to you now. The least option by the Betikino, Sika, Yambok, Ya Antra by the Crano, over 10 billion Ghana cedis. A idea, a bit free a part of the budgetary provisional by the say in Kaubeya, besides can say a free 10 billion or even beyond. But NDC is going to navigate the country through all these challenges. Adendra, amaya yebuno.
Yes.
Yebuno said that obia hobetono. Na toda na enima mo ye den ya. O sampling for 2 na mo a e do ho be yin na so. Enti dey make akosi na no say. And some MPP for eka and press conference and mo ye no. O ma ye crack ye. Say me boss Sami Jemfi ye che no. Sami koye in the program e wo Peace FM. UTV no call that morning. O pie free ho apena. Omode police cars be 4. FPU for that can but they what they saying ammo cars. Look at Sammy. Coaches Sammy all the ammo car, all the query. And if you need Sammy, you know where to get him, the what? Or executive member, he's a public figure. You can write to national chairman that I need this your officer. National chairman the neighbor call. Do they do that?
And you say I need the action and this for my family.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
Okay.
What I'm saying is so almost see intimidate to more. And you look at TV or more rain and no normal. But you know how time. But sir, you do that anymore.
Young friend say, Abronye, dear Wababe Casa, my we say, what did he judge at him? And now what threatening judge? I want a Juma William, adding someone, Ebia, and no credit at Tonoso. Yansha Baba Mando. You see, the Bruno Regional Communication Officer, the man, one of the pictures. Anna Wafa or Mampeni picture, a communications minister picture, Sam George, and other NBC dignitaries are women by him, and what they a year LGBTQ and now gay lesbian focalacy at the curriculum. And also, and now I was say a chinwana.
Yeah. Oh, you said Baba Mando, no.
Yes.
What can't be online? Would the info pictures think you should go and turn chair?
Okay.
Or say, in fact, opposed to way 6 days ago.
Okay.
Was NDC Bono Communicators workshop at Sunyani, Taiko City Hotel. Yesterday, organized by Good Board, MIP, and Bui Power Authority. 700 participants.
Yes.
Across the region. 10,000 Ghana cedis for cash. Participant yet. They cannot pay salary arrears. sorry, for each, okay? 700 participants no buy no. Obia enya 10,000 Ghana cedis each as a participant. Calculate it.
That's a huge money.
Bui power.
Yes.
Look, let me tell you. Samiji 50 good ball on the miska. You know that? Sika ba hono yene dia.
Yeah.
And Ghana for dia.
The surplus are a good ball make, you know. A Ghana for dia.
Gold ball doesn't even make surpluses.
Okay.
Their mandate is to buy gold and help Bank of Ghana to get forests and build reserves.
Okay.
And to a sika or what I am a bottom sika. You're better now, mine's calling in Sab Boom. And you're on Bui Power, a state agency. And yet, Sabi, or Mampini Mahama, on one bottom, and also on one business, corporate business body be in a Bui Power.
Okay.
And NIP, the same thing, all these agencies in your mind idea. We will say, yet, a banning cannot pay salary arrears. What is it doing? You are inciting the public against the government.
Yeah.
And the idea here, and the NIPA bear 10,000 at TSC Bonte say, NDC a co-organize program, or the NIPA 700 a co, there will be a 10,000, but a banning to mean areas. When you say the other companies are buying public service agents are buying 80 million to Omoka. Do you get that?
Yes.
Let me tell you who are they? Nurses and teachers. MPP able fabem. No employees microphone without even a financial clearance.
How?
There was no financial clearance.
I don't mean
over 7,000 nurses. You forgot. When people said the buyer, honorable Minta can in that terminal. You remember?
Yeah. Last year.
Nurse Bahoko did not tell my interdiction was something region. You remember?
Yeah.
My minister no, they should withdraw the interdiction.
Yeah.
And all this things happen. And you see, Honorable Minta Kando is so magnanimous that also in office of him such a at best, Koseka or tried that 7,000 recruitment or so commit Mamma of Parliament or no Public Accounts Committee chairperson say
Abna, Honorable Abna Dina is getting back, but is there
Abna sorry?
Abna say okay.
So a deputy minister under Kufuado.
Yeah,
good. They will copy of the letter or throw. If I go to my accounts, I can get a copy of that letter for you. Yeah, Roger Chung say yes. They even asked the ministry to withdraw that appointment, but they went further and employ over 7,000. Government will pay them.
Okay.
A better burden on government. Now, government have to find money and apportion the time to pay all these arrears and out. They are part of people in the system. Are they not agitating? They are agitating.
Yeah.
Yanko bisa honabu Haruna Idrisu, education minister. Na say na minister na say yanko na catching ko bisa na say. They about also call to you na show you. You understand?
Okay.
It is all kinds of same way. You are inciting the public against the government, and that can create chaos.
Okay.
Today say the you who are not.
Okay.
Whatever na buy here. Or saying the military, the media, and the judiciary. The same 6 days ago, the military, the media, judiciary are also eerily silent in the face of the blatant historic state capture orchestrated by President John Mahama and his brother. State capture by no consul, President Mahama and the brother no more critic. But see, let me say this crowd on the form of holding corner here.
Okay.
Mr. Ibrahim Mahama.
Yes.
He was a self-made Ibrahim Mahama before the brother Ebeba politics.
Sure.
Time of former EMP. Ya no ye Juma. Aya no hono. How many MPP guys and nobody social media even Baba Mando no kwampono. Then the papa bicycle troop or. Then papa bicycle troop. Then papa nibi. And then the social media speaking trash. Omo de ku for the mission for the compare Ibrahim Mahama. Talking about the executive secretary, your friend is saying,
Bedi Etu.
One, Bedi Two, and I said Bedi Two.
Bedi Etu, Asante Bedi Etu.
Sante Bedi Two.
Bedi Etu.
Sante Bedi Two.
And yet two. Two.
Okay, me Trinity. Forgive of my accent.
Okay.
Can I forget time? Whatever chase of Chromatone film, or to be Maham, we saw them. Bakubi Kaho. na budget certain time who nipa beka se ka to head to down pardon my language but that's the truth before comfortable ben ye hu o mo target so we wan ya o sit and time there so mo so scholars and the more you say damn but for power Akufo nipa ben which member of Akufo family could have compared himself against Ibrahim Mahama? Which of them? In course, he's an ordinary. Because we're not going to be quiet again. And Ibrahim Mahama, look, Aluminium Company of Canada, Akan, bauxite, prospecting, Antina Kusiaga, Aluminium Company of America, Akan, almost Koho, almost and the Kufuor time. Ibrahim Mahama said, I can do it. Through Estin Quebec. Exploration or you not see mining bees. Yaka also ye be adwuma no manu no. Mo ba ye, mo dia sem no call you frustrated him. Sika wo de she ho yin da no ekai we jai manako. And then we're on air. I don't have the permission. And they can say, President Mahama have, in fact, let me put it on record here and now. President Mahama and NDC government have no hand in the Damai gold mine concession acquisition, no kind of mine acquisition by EMP. Government have no hand in it. EMP acquired it legitimately.
I understand the saying common crash are say under the
for the time
government, yeah.
EMP now Brofru Koji concession want to go to Maomo.
Okay.
EMP need to go to Maomo.
Oh, some
of course. It was EMP which was buying for them. Look, they should get this right. We are building local billionaires. We are building local content, capacity.
Very well.
And we need millions of Ibrahim Mahamas in the system. You know why that? You know what that will do to us? You hear Sika Ibrahim Mahama emergency on also 10 o'clock. They can come together and pool 3 billion na kufa the koji wa IMF or the tikosha boasia every 3 months we get 2 full boom okuma. I say and can you bo on light boom okuma and show boom okuma. That wouldn't have been part of our issues.
Okay.
We but na kunyas for 80. We but book no we our mind. Shut up, we are mind. No arrogance of power. No arrogance of power. We are placing the issues where they belong. And we are setting the record straight. No. We are not ashamed at all to say those kind of things. And today, we are building the country. Gradually, we will get there.
Very well. Haruna Kingsley, a Maliba, a national communication team member, the man and the Shaman Yokono, Yano, and Atena and Sama would be Treguno, ye baby, maybe Shama Minka said China Natural Herba, a year hospital for 30 days. Eddie C was a sabri there. One more day, Yari, what would do Amibabu was seeing in a Remo? One more shall say on the 16th of March. One more day, qua a year, Busumia, will be 24th of April. Anno Mubaby, one more year, Yari, be to say a year blood sugar test, on the year blood pressure check, and also baby who do my face stroke, menstrual disorder, fibroid, bone problems, free acupressure, free physiotherapy, free flexology. Free massage and free ultrasound screening for everybody. Oba Obema China Natural Herbal Hospital for ADC Jumedi and Unti. But more than enough for Sakunya so now yard one who do a mabubo swing and nay. 2 and more now China Natural Herbal Hospital. One by saying you remundi at your free name. One so about 500 cities out of you further and no pen. I'll be Chiaka. The academy one more yes, I remuno. Eddie amount free. No more, no more who yaria bia. So by a lab. So by here drew Sikaka Krabi Kita on some budget. Now for my decide medina. No mamma will know a bit in your quetia. Sayara one now for when young what India ball bread you. Nti fasakonya so 30 days a China Natural Herbal Hospital for their base so na kohwehwe unipadua na sayare bi omu a watu ho anamon na ameka wan to dem ubehu no machira kwan ewo pokuase ACP kwabenya na mu bomade kopie mu ashama omu waje kwadwo opposite New Queen's Court School no for numbers yombejo so nchemu aka nyina omo de beso 0244485763 0244485763 and 0243 715-004 0243-715-004 now for China Natural Herbal Hospital for one free a therapy session free health screening na ekoso no wotimi afasa konya ni so ahwe won so unipaduam MPA for Egusu Bonkaye, the National Petroleum Authority for Egusu Bonkaye, say, Minkao, say, Finako is Okoto, say, tanker be a dani, and now will fear to patem, Nasa petrol tanker, diesel tanker, na tanker be a bedanetoa, the Batomin 50 and fa gallon, and fa cap, and fa bowl, and fa pan, so no wakako so a year petrol and nasa diesel, because a jabet me at tom, na she will be biara or ben, Jabibia Behu say, or tanker dania to her. And our tanker be able Daniel to area no, but you may be able to pay our motion say, and say, Obrempong the Ghana National Fire Service and our Ghana Police Service, and now said the National Petroleum Authority for Nagaza. Now, Omaje Brabe Yensi, said the Beya, Oyenebia, and Tobebia Sa tanker yato. Number of Betimia Frey, Wabrabu is a tanker Adania to Hono, and I'm able to Jana 424 so, a Bibia Bibisa Besino, now waiting me a friend 10 person and penny for Babeshe, Eddie Hujumadi amount 030-255-0380 030-255-0380. Now free MPA Ghana National Fire Service Ghana Police Service woma josona be bia tanka na no woma be nsisi o kai na sene so se won kwa ekuta on sombo sen petrol even the whole tank akra na omde chewa intime matanka nto me ntumi ka se wokwa koso fuel Victory Garlic Mixture ye dura eboa SSA ni pedua no efise se wono mu a ewurawura wunti mu wurawura wo ba bia ne moja se ebetimi adi afusani ye ewo nipadua nu Victory Garlic Mixture na edu eye no nti obi wo a oya ade kakra na nakoma ne wa bre age wotena se no homia ansa na watoa so obi wo a ninsane ne nan kakra na ye titiri obi wa dizziness and etete na brabo me bacho se wutie me anwumre dia Victory Garlic Mixture na make am for the amount se on sabetimi akabi na wanonom se beye na se empo untini no mu ba bia sisi a moja ntimi wura ebe bie sa kwani nwina na moja timi dia frusane ye wo nipadua no watimi anya hoden kai na hye no se an enterprise and the Victory Garlic Mixture ba dwaman so ko kan shi ye kins work a wo benya bia to ne mu open do etu a Fred Nambesi, Ombejo Sonoma Mobi Tuaton 0201-293-280 0201-293-280 and 0242-545-633 0242-545-633. Hi TV XYZ. We are also live on Power 97.9 FM. We are live on Facebook at Power 979 FM TV XYZ. YouTube XYZ broadcaster. No Jebre. Now she jumedi ibi wo na afia adwinkyire bi beba o team no wo de ato ase wo merepam ye beje bre ne akenkan jumedi no e de ama o inside politics jumedi so ene ye ne Haruna Kingsley Amaniba on the national communication team member de ma enisi amanyoko no ana ehia wo ha ensema hodo a egu apaso no ye bo modern na afia ye de nkyire mu ese ne fata atimi ababa somom enti Amaniba yento yenkomo no so Meno de Casayano Adayana, His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama or Pau a free primary healthcare home and Toma. So policy ni impact pa Babinya in Susan so Babinya Ghana for so any day.
You really want me to say? Well, say the second coming of John Dramani Mahama, Ayem Koyankwa, and we never made a mistake. People like my good self sitting here every day in, day out. I feel so happy, sir, for the last 8 years. You know, I be a holiday, a boy. Now, Yenante, a real money acquire so about the rules, Ghana form for to me and share John Dramani Mahama. Nimu do bit my has no yebida. Now, we list thought say oba no make CSA, and we are so happy to see what is happening now.
Okay,
and every Ghanaian is happy. Part of those things ended the free primary health care.
All right,
we don't see him.
Okay,
a village near Adansia Krufum, and it is under Adansia Krufum district of Ashanti region. Mia calls a free home these days. Complaints are Mia say Any yare, a man for na yeah. My father was one of them.
Okay.
About 5 years to 6 years now. Old boy also have eye problem. But my senior brother, a service personnel, he's in the Ghana Navy. Until my neighbor turned in chair on the call hospital, in operation. And his condition has improved ever since the NT complained about that.
Okay.
Maybe he is lucky. Send him he got that aid again.
Okay.
Now, others are more
the masses.
Or more any kukesi what is happening to them? Problem, right? You can hate President Mahama, no problem. You can dislike him, that's okay. But what time could do in America? Before Obet to Obama Kunyasu in 2016, or that should na hunu yansa say Yemfa hospital infancy castle na enante krum na enkonkru kitrum enkohwe amanfo yare. I am talking about the Onyado van.
Okay. Okay.
The Onyado van was a complete hospital on wheels. Only say Canada adopted the same concept.
Wow.
Netherlands have adopted the same concept, and many other countries. But originally it was President Mahama who birthed the idea. Idea na Onyado van. No mo be pa no eye ni yare. Because so call in Krasana. You were one kitinkiti bi wo what no Krasana.
Oh yes.
Endodoa.
Endodoa de.
Okay.
Ebi ana minnim no baby ebi na. Ebi na no.
Omo kitinkiti bi say.
Yes.
Na omo ba during the harvest season.
Okay.
It drew June, July, August.
Insure to talk.
Bruno.
Okay.
Sabre na Mwaneba.
Okay.
You get it?
Okay.
Now, moja rough. Okay?
Okay.
It's one of the problems of Moody Jano with the passage of time. Oh, sir, I'm afraid we say river blindness, glaucoma. Is it uncle? Your back, I'm not a medical professional, so I wouldn't be able to mention the names. Oh, and the conditions are affecting the rural folks in the power because of their proximity to river bodies. Ammonia effect from insects largely they are being produced from these river bodies.
Okay.
And looking at President Mahama, who is saying yes and kofa Onyado vans in the buyer say can bossa and Yomano a hobra. But for fi Antuata no diabam and NDC for Kunyaso. I could for the better Kunyaso 8 years the day. Now send the crew in Ekasa. Chibi Hospital for the last almost 100 years. Hospital in laboratory. Now who calls them? But yet tam GMPCC come and could in 20th anniversary. That's cool. Watch my PSC. Kufuado. Obedi mampini. Keno Furu no free hobby. Cambon. Sika omoya yeno. They couldn't build laboratory for Chibi. No problem. And your mind yebu. It doesn't matter. President Mahama will do it. Have no doubt. Say Mahama is signing out as president to Chibi and your laboratory, ultra modern one, with all the equipment also here. Wow. And you share the National Health Insurance which was indeed begun by Jerry Rawlings. What kind of 19
health insurance? Yeah,
National Health Insurance.
National Health Insurance.
Yes, go and read President
the former late
Rawlings. Yes, State of the Nation address in 1993.
Way back as at 1993.
Yes, and the sectional address in 1997.
Not National Health Insurance.
Yes, far back at June 30th, 2000. Daily Graphic, middle page, that's page 30. Go and read it. Then, Professor Dansobuafu,
yes,
Ono cabinet secretary, currently.
Okay,
he's a cabinet secretary.
Okay,
I think was he a deputy minister or minister of health during Rawlings' time before we left office in the year 2001. What you mean now? No more handed the hand over note of the more for government health insurance.
And saying MPP are buying a BFA national health insurance.
You see,
national health insurance and MPP are buying it.
I will share the document with you. In free, I will share it with you. In fact, some of my topics, I can retrieve that document. You know, I will share with you next week. Read more what you for.
Wow.
And for the MPP, now in time on Rawlings government and ECA, near feasibility studies. In fact, Gonja East and Gonja West, Kwara Citizens Association, they were part of the areas. Any people no more can one years are the there were about 5 or 3 districts. Now a feasibility study, but you see, NDC doesn't do things at a go.
Okay.
Yeah, feasibility studies. To understand the challenges and roll out nationwide, and then we are dealing with issues now before we roll it out. The Catholic Mission, in collaboration with the government at that time, no more years are the way. In fact, Honorable Kwame Adokufo, MP for Menchia South, Menchia constituency, Menchia Dem, who was the ranking member of MPP in health. Ranking member of the health committee in parliament under MPP, was part of the people who opposed the national health insurance scheme. In fact, when Kufo came to government, we more national health insurance, we had mutual health insurance. True of us. It was when Mens came to power under the leadership of Honorable Sylvester Mensah. And now we did bill called parliament, we pass it into a law. Then the national health insurance, no, me kuta me card wa na me tukwa nko me krumboko, I can also go to hospital there and to cover me. MPP tab then this into the problem of my okruma.
And they say we bet me I can so say free SHS crowd and that kufad by no they buy.
And I said the free SHS is a constitutional provision, and okay NDC constitution article 1 clause 1 paragraph F.
Yes.
You can say in compliance to the constitutional provision, I think that's in Article 25. You've been making sure, say, from primary school all the way to university, so be progressively free. It is in the NDC constitution, and no political party have this in the constitution. The moment I'm saying NDC, we're against it. We confirm video be or a picture be. I will be watching the social media page. In fact, Oko Facebook page, Gabi Oche, Oko Facebook page, Oho, to see Aminoka say. Now, on the tour in November, thereabout, when NDC was in opposition, NDC was in power, 2016, when they were Tamokai, was say Ghana gave them free education, and now they are against free senior high school. Now, only, Mamenka went down. So, what here, Ceremonial or Mensah, this is a picture. This is a picture.
Okay.
Have you seen it?
Okay.
Yes. This is the picture.
Okay.
I will share it with you. So Ghana gave them free and
yes.
or Pale. Listing how they do so.
Yeah, president.
Saying you can see Honorable Mahama Yarga.
Speaker of Parliament.
All not listening together. Nobody but you said Ghana gave them free education, but they are against free SHS. Tribal politics. Simon was a Mensah Sunday regional minister. So quality news are not to us. No, my two was a power or be this for Tamono can send me in that audio. People didn't pay attention to it. Was say, Ghana is get the boss in for bra. And the coup for the buy and was say, free SHS now, a dear man ordinance on quality NCCA and Tian nation or no BNB. And that policy was promulgated on tribal grounds.
Oh, okay. And you say be a no.
What? No, because what's enough in your home? Then to go to a home. I didn't have master formal education. So Munya Bezri, not Safa idea Kokore, when he forgot that sadness. So, a more Kokobo scholarship for coming from the Mamo. Me papa de Koko, you know, Kokos and answer Gomesa. But many million, very well, Koko scholarship in school. You get that?
Okay.
But Papa producing now, it provides scholarship to other people's children who don't even know Cocoa Habansi. These are tribal bigots. Well, anyway, let me leave them there.
Okay.
And to see a ban free health insurance now. That's how it is. Now, I put for the bad Okape National Health Insurance levy no. Sika auto te say tissue amato ya levy edaso eko NHIL. Auto insure ya levy daso eko NHIL. Adi do beto biaro yo legis percentage obetua. Abide te say scanina it go to the pool which is the NHIS levy no. Now you say scan e dia bo ya pomo de hu de ebra. Akufo do ba no say yenti say scan mo 20%. And from Ben was first half of the Seno. Or did the Bua Miner and the Bujaba mine, you know the Galium, or less of a blue job, Yonwa. Yonwa. Huh? About this kind of Seno. Mahama Bano, no. Let's give any captain if you will, and say, screen and some come back to the health ministry. The beer from Sessicana and a cohonet a dorsal. I buy the betting your discard. When NDC came to power, there were areas amounting to billions of cities or NHIS. Yen you bet you as a canina. And what's the NHIS for? Self providers or Mukasabium. When was the last time I was a free SHS student or Mokasa? When was the last time I was a more companies money and NDB? Okay, so until we did all those things to make sure we put education on the right footing. Now, that notwithstanding, there are still challenges. Okay, challenging is say, Ebia, you see, Oko rural areas now. I told that I'm on Niska and go to North. People don't have money. We still have deprived communities in the country. And so obey you by 50 citizens to renew the NHIS card. But said the pan so ya probably said the health a healthy nation makes a healthy people makes a wealthy nation. So and we don't need to leave a gap. We are carrying everybody along. Okay. And from from clinic, how do you call it, chip compound to the clinics and then say those places in here. We are Ghana in Opa, Buru Aho. Kuta Ghana card and Kwan. They will hear. Okay. And Kofi advert. They will hear any Ghana card. Oh, Buru Aho. No, you Ghana card to a pen. Are they checking blood pressure, mommy? Checking sugar level, mommy? Checking cholesterol level, mommy? Checking to your area. They will check it for you free of charge. Okay. 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 And whether you have a national health insurance card or you don't have, once you get an inquiry there, now, and I'm on trouble also utuko nimwa. Then uko do this hospital where now card na de akiki in. That notwithstanding, so when your problem be na fan wahrawa ho and then sako kram ya we non communicable. Na mo me boss ye de na me boss Obobia da kupuku o say mini Ghana application ba Ghana medical trust fund fabra ne mo Ghana for yempe wey na de ne yepe me da se mami komra na vi ento aso I say a power specialist about hospital sebra yare wa hu do bi ti say hepatitis A B C D and E na wo mu te ne tefri wo ma hu kura bio fatty liver sciatica prostate broken bones ulcer and fibroid say yare we nyina no Ubomodin ko piemu power specialist about hospital we share enya dia obesan wachi esan de sayare na akofi bi obi na wo de achi se wo yare de aye kram betina so there bi onko power specialist about hospital ko na enya dia wo de sayare na besan wachi akofi bi onko kumasi a wo mo branch wo no eye feyase legbosontwe kwan no so eye opposite George Road filling station afi obodum kran ha mo kwa benya pokwase ACP kwan no so takrade omo Anaji Estate adjacent Anaji MA Primary School but modern friend number C on beje so no nchemu a esefata bia no wo mo de asom 0244544422 0244544422 and 0200383831 0200383831 now person sending message mom WhatsApp on so dia and if a number way 035597878 0555797878 now for power specialist service hospital for so nyame yadoma on the 1st of May power jackpot say watch 15,000 Ghana cedis 15,000 Ghana cedis titiskano 150 million ti bomode na share nso sell the ho beka power jackpot ho na May day power jackpot about 15,000 Ghana cedis no say sika na timi ayo dia e yade ketuwa bi na obeye
phone no ben wa fara me kire wade dial *274#, *274#, select option 2 no power jackpot utwa ba ko bia 10 Ghana cedis ana beti wo kai na hye nso se dodo a wo twa ni nyina no na ebobo ano de ma o se nyame yad on the 1st of May power jackpot 15,000 Ghana cedis it is 150 million no ye wo na wo betimi edi me pese wo a wo hwem sese no wo a wo tie bi na wo bedi sesika no ye bebo din e wo TV so no bi ehun sampa sesika no wodi nti kwaso na twa *27 *274#, *274#, and then the code about 15,000 Ghana cedis on the 1st of May. A power jackpot. Eddie says he cannot eche, but modern South Hobeka said you made home. Said the beye now on the 1st of May. On Subenya financial freedom, Workers' Day, Kwasono now also financial freedom. No one ya brenda would do and you know Zampa Sikaba by show bottom. Kai National Society best celebrate your hard work. We celebrate winning, we celebrate Mayday in power style. For Amoka home, power jackpot, what they check 15,000 a 1st of May, a *274#, *274#. Now, if you were disca, na the Bibiara Akoye, Ama, yet, young comedy, no so, ha, now, ya sorry, Jimmy, no so. Amali Bayan, what German so, for Bob so costro. And these tensions are echo America, Israel, Iran tensions are a tribunal for so costro. But many what you can say the NDC government led by His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, in as much as the prices in the costro world market, the see there 1 month per bed in Beba Ghana for so. Say ebo no koso ntitintina atia yen so yen toto buonum nti sabre abaina tenase adwene Ghana fo ho say wo yi 2 Ghana cedis e dey free diesel so no way 36 pesos e dey free petrol so say be ye natemam fo ko mbedwom wo hwe kwan ya na ban kire say e ka hodo de da ho a na wo yi say sika ye free ho a enye de be adwene because already the head of communications at the Ministry of Energy and Green Transition, Richmond Roxon said, I'm coping the next pricing window. No, I bet you lose over 200 million Ghana cedis. And now, sir, 2 cedis are absorbing your diesel. So, anything 6 pesos are absorbing petrol. So, send me, then I will carry a phone.
Oh, sir, Medikai, a culture or harder that say government is expecting to lose approximately 10 billion for the year if the conditions persist and becomes necessary. Say, buying a baby size kind of free work.
Okay.
And like I said before, a buying in a mambuno and yet profit and loss venture near running. Sometimes a very opportunity cost.
Okay.
You forgo certain things in order to fulfill others. So, a very necessary. See, to Sana Mono. Some say we eat to live. Okay. We don't live to eat.
Okay.
You get that?
Okay.
Now, a buyer to me can say, oh, me per se, me yi 50,000 kilometers of road. Now, that 50,000 kilometers of road, no, it be a 2 cities now at that diesel. So, no,
yes.
The bit remember me says kind of within the year. Maybe the years are quite in 50,000 kilometers of road. The question is 50,000 kilometers of road, no, as I buy, say me 10,000 free swar. Now me 40,000 now. Do you get it?
Yes.
And also, enti me na.
Okay.
A bit me abua.
Okay.
Enti, if you can buy 10,000 kilometers, no bit me aba. But I will suspend that 10,000 no, at least for the time being. No me conditions also no. No for sikano and fan koso or mine asene.
Okay.
But you so
yes.
Na a home in a day. Emda kakra.
All right.
A part of alternatives a government by the bit me consider. Enti the honorable minister Abekano, how do you call it? Ministry no spokesperson Abekano. Roxon Esquire. It is true, government will lose money.
Okay.
And it is not money that government is losing. And a decision government is taking to bring a relief on the people.
Okay.
So I say, where was government going to get the money? Oh, just says you can
okay.
See a tofu well and you tears out to one that's all
right.
You get it?
Okay.
And the INC can get them buying. So
okay.
Now buying say no. Esame how we are buying. Sense cano. Metis so 200 that's all we to account. Metis out to so. So be a wo buy your home. So now we are home na. Some home ne be kaye na.
Okay.
We are buying a green pound.
Me da say Brenaso. That's very awesome. It's Haruna Kingsley Amaliva, National Communication Team member, Edema NDC Amanyoko no Penny Ano Babeka Yehu, and a day enough, and some who do a trigger or minimum. Yabon Madini de Munchi Sedefata, Ebesumo. Yade Jumedian is here before Ebesorino. A wonderful happy birthday going out to you, Kwame Tai Chi, a wonderful happy birthday going out to you. You deserve all the happiness and success in the world, Kwame Tai Chi. May your age ahead be filled with a new adventures and great memories. Where from controller at a service CEO, Kwame Tai Chi, Yankopon Shana, Onyo Kese, near a Sefata Obiano. Yankopon domuna on fankan ho Yankopon sha bebre abusa ya di jumadi no nyina eba na wi SC ewa hanomo okwa MCR Mr. Ralph Jampo Mr. Peter Cranton Mr. Emmanuel Neti Abbas wo mu MCR wo mu ye hwese utibi ni so ebe ye kama afi Francis ni wuli ni gina cameras na chiwa ye Lizzie ana Kofi Sante sorry cameras Lizzie na ye mi makeup mi akasa me jebre na me di jumedi e ho chia me de ma o me di yanke Obrempong the grassroots president Okwapaman Kania news team na ready me sorry so no ma be to asenya me admo china ye be san hia makrabo